and then check it out. All right, guys. So welcome to today's live stream. We got JMAC and we have RicoSuave Investing. You probably know him because he was here like in the past week. But today we're going to mainly focus on JMAC Investing. He has a YouTube channel. We're going to talk about his investing strategy, his YouTube channel, why he started, and also if you have any kind of questions related to him, you can just drop a comment and we can just do it. So JMac, let's go right to you. Like, can you introduce yourself to us?
Yeah, absolutely. So my name is Jason, and Jason McDonald is the name. That's where JMAC Investing comes from, the abbreviation of that. Uh, so started the YouTube channel about 3 months ago. I think one day, but after or before, I don't know if it's before or after RicoSuave. We started our channels about the same time, and my first YouTube collab was with Jose. Which was pretty cool. It was a good time. We worked through some stuff, and but yeah, no. So I was just a regular type of investor, investing in 401ks and just whatever your company offered, and then I took a stab at cryptocurrency at its all-time highs and got burnt. During Bitcoin going to 18K, and but that kind of whet my appetite for investing, because also in that arena I got interested into crypto that did what's called staking. So there's some crypto where if you hold it in a wallet, they'll pay you an incremental amount. So then that converted when I started investing in stocks just I don't know, maybe 6 months ago. um and so that started me being interested in dividend paying stocks, because when I began to do my research and was learning that dividend companies, you buy stocks and they're willing to pay you a percentage just to hold a stock. So it kind of translated over. And when I was in crypto, and that whole community it's a huge YouTube community, and so I did a lot of my research, and a lot of the people I got info from was in the crypto YouTube community. So then when I got into stocks, I looked around at the community here, and the dividend community is not that big. I mean, it's big, but there's lots of room for new content creators. So I was like, all right, I'll try it out. Because I learned a lot from a lot of the individuals I followed in the cryptocurrency uh, arena of YouTube. So yeah, so I just and I made a lot of mistakes early on trying to figure out the investing strategy. Even when I really kind of dug my heels in and said I'm going to dividend invest, I really didn't understand the concept of dividend growth investing, which is what I'm now latched onto. So my strategy that I've locked into is dividend growth investing in companies that raise their dividend year over year over year over year. The compounding effect that takes place with dividends not only takes place, um, you know, annually, just because they pay dividends, they're actually paying dividends, and then that is being raised every year as well. So the compounding effect is multiplied with dividend growth investing strategy. So, yep.
Awesome. That was a great introduction. I really appreciate it. So we have Adam in the house. It says JMac and Rico in the house. That's what I'm talking about, Adam. And we got Derek. Derek, he's saying, Derek, I bought crypto at 3K in 2017, rode it all
Man,
the way up and back all the way down to 3K. Now that must, yeah,
that's a
I think
bad
that's just the
feeling.
major. Yeah, that's a lot of people, I think.
Yeah.
And we
Yeah,
have
I wish I would have got
Tasha.
in. I wish I
Yeah,
would have got in at Bitcoin at $500 or something.
yeah. For sure, me too. Because I was aware of that when Bitcoin was going at like 1,000 or like at 600. When it was breaking out, it was just people were talking about it a lot at that time. So that was a great opportunity that was missed. Yeah.
Yeah.
Tasha in
We
the
also
house.
have Yeah, I'm Sasha in the house. You got no debt but love in the house. Thank you everybody for joining. We have JMAC from JMAC Investing. We're talking about his dividend investing strategies and his YouTube channel and his journey. Can you tell us some more? Can you tell us about like what you do for a living and all that kind of things?
Yeah, definitely. So I'm a software engineer. Been software investing, software invest. I've been developing software for about 8 years. So I build web apps, front end developer. So I build web apps, and recently started building also mobile apps. So I've worked for, you know, I worked for 3M for 5 years. So that was pretty cool. And then I currently work for a startup out of Atlanta, Georgia. And so I build. I'm his front end lead developer, and so it's interesting. And I work remote, so I live in Charlotte, North Carolina. So it's pretty interesting that the flexibility of working remote and all that. So pretty cool.
That's pretty awesome. I know that you have kids too, right? So that's really an advantage that you get to work from home and you get to be part of the family, raising your kids and getting involved. That's really awesome.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I've got a couple kids.
3M, man.
What's that?
3M, man. You had some shares when you were working at 3M.
Yeah, there was actually circling back, that was actually the first individual stock I ever bought because they offered a employee purchase program that you could get stocks for 15% off.
Wow.
So I bought, I probably, and you can basically just turn on like a percent of your, like 1 to 5% of your paycheck. You can have it investing into 3M stock at a 15% discount. So,
Nice.
I took advantage of that. And, actually, you know what, when I started my portfolio though, I think I had 9 3M shares, I believe, and they were like 215, 230 at the time. Right. And I didn't have a lot of capital to start my portfolio. So I sold all them, but I sold at 215, 230. Right. And then I used that to build out my initial holdings of my starting portfolio. And I think I threw in like $2,000. So that was like, what was that?
Cool.
Yeah, about $4,000. I started with about $4,000. Yeah.
Oh, nice. So, like, you have a portfolio right now. So, what stocks do you mainly have in your portfolio? What stocks do you focus on mainly? What sector, if you have a specific sector?
No real sector. I really, I use M1 Finance platform, so it allows you to create individual pies, and so I essentially have a pie for every sector. I see Adam is in the live stream. What's up, Adam?
Yeah.
That guy, that guy's cool, man. Yeah. So, but they're all dividend growth investing stocks within individual, basically all 11 sectors. So like even in the information tech, I have the companies that I have, they're all dividend paying. Yeah, I have a Roth IRA and I had a growth pie. Actually, in a upcoming video, I'll discuss it. I actually removed it. So I'm all dividend investing companies now.
Nice.
Cool.
Yeah, because I saw like on your channel, you make updated videos for both your portfolios, like the Roth and also the main one, right?
Yeah, that's right. That's correct. Yep.
Yeah. So,
Cool.
what's your goal for your channel? I know you have currently you started, I think 3 months ago, right? The same time as Rico started, and you guys made a good collab together the first time. Can you share about like your two guys combination?
We had a good time with it, but we used what did we use? We used some software and like we couldn't get it to work.
Yeah, it was Hangouts, but I was using my phone.
Yeah.
Because at that time I didn't have my webcam yet or my microphone, and I was still using my phone.
Right. Yeah. So then, yeah, then the next collab I did, I used Skype, and I was like, because and why I don't know how you're using Hangouts here, but when you use Skype, you can just start recording, and it allows you to download it right from within the desktop app. So it was a lot easier. But no, we had a good time. We actually we talked we've talked almost every day since, right? I mean, yeah,
Absolutely.
we're connected.
He was actually traveling across the states a few weeks last month, I think, right? A few weeks ago.
Yeah, a couple weeks ago. Yeah,
Yeah.
I drove
He
cross
was like
country.
3 hours away, man. I wish he was closer, but he was about 3 hours away from where I'm at. I was like,
Yeah,
next time.
I contacted him. I was like, what exact part of Tennessee? Because I was gonna try to hook up with him, but it didn't work out. But maybe next time.
Yeah,
Oh,
absolutely.
nice. Nice. You're wearing a very like awesome logo, your hat and stuff. I know your channel is growing substantially very well. And what's your goal for your channel? Like to educate people or to document your journey? Like what is it about your YouTube
Yeah,
channel, Jim?
yeah, no doubt. It's for sure my goal is to provide even so when I was coming, really checking out the dividend investing community of YouTubers, there's ones that it's easy to follow people and follow their trades, and some of them will mess you up, man. So my goal is to provide good quality content and to really make sure. So I'd recently just started a series called Buying the Blue Chips. So, and I'm going sector by sector and really trying to highlight blue chip companies that really it doesn't even take much thought to invest into them, because they have a proven track record year over year over year that
Set it and
they're.
forget it.
What's up?
Set it and forget it.
Set it and forget it. Exactly. So that's one of my goals, is to make sure that if people are doing what I did early on, which was dumb, following other people's trades, that if they did follow mine, even though obviously we're not financial advisors, right? So, and this is not financial advice, but if they did follow it, they'd be buying blue chip companies, and and I think it would be not a bad thing if they did follow my trades.
All right, nice. So, like your current portfolio, what are the top stocks that you currently holding right now that you really like, that are mainly that's a really awesome stocks that you picked so far?
Well, like Jose knows. What am I gonna say, Jose?
Costco all the way.
Costco. Yeah, Costco is one of my favorite. Waste Management is a favorite of mine. McDonald's. You know what? One that I early on, I just I was examining Discover, Visa, and Mastercard. Everyone, all of the Facebook groups, Twitter, Instagram, everyone touts Visa and Mastercard, and I latched on to Discover Financial because it had a 2% dividend yield, and it grew 20% annually, just like Visa and Mastercard. They grew their dividend 20% annually. So I invested in it, I don't know, at about $75, and it just recently popped. And I was like, it's one of those things where when you bought you did your research on a company, and it finally pays off. Well, that just happened with Discover. And so, and I think it's got room to just be very similar to a Visa or MasterCard, but no one talks about it. Ticker symbol DFS.
DFS. I know Adam's saying that buying the blue chips is my favorite series. JMAC should be on CNBC with that content. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, he's a super fan of mine. I'll post videos, and Adam he'll be the first one to come out. He's a loyal dude, so I appreciate you tuning in, Adam.
So also Adam says I bought DFS per JMAC suggestions. That's really awesome. That's really awesome. I also remember watching a video. I think it was on Costco. You're explaining that people were saying that it's overpriced. It broke the highs. it's really overpriced, the Target and all that. I think that
Right.
was Costco, right?
It was Costco. Yeah.
But
I
yeah,
was making note of that. People say it's sort of a thing because a lot of dividend investors, they're really value. They want to be value investors and dividend investors. Where when you start a position, if you wait and wait and wait, there may not be an opportunity for a year or two. I don't have that much time to wait. I'm 40 years old now, so
we're
I,
still
I gotta start. I gotta start a position. I don't care if it's at all-time highs right now. I'll buy more if it goes down. Right. So that's the point I was making in that video, was that sometimes it doesn't matter. If it's a good company with good fundamentals,
Mhm.
and they're a dividend growing company, especially, there's no reason you can't pull the trigger today. So
Yeah, just gotta get in, man. Gotta buy that first stock. You know what I'm saying? The first step.
exactly.
Get in. I
true.
remember when what was it? I bought the first Alibaba. I was like, I think I bought it around 180 or something like that, and it was going down. And I was like, I don't care, man. I'm just happy to be in this position. And I kept saying it to myself, and it went down to like 150. So I bought more, and I bought more, and now it's back up. So
Right.
yeah.
There you go.
Nice.
Exactly.
So welcome. We got a investment futures finance. Welcome to the live stream. I appreciate it. And also before we started the live stream, I know Rico was saying, Jose was saying that he was going to sell NRZ. Do you have any REITs, JMac, on your portfolio? Do you focus
Oh
on?
yeah. I'm REIT heavy, um, but I use the same kind of screening that I use in regular stocks even with REITs as well, because there's the thing about REITs is REITs are almost like a whole index in and of itself. Within REITs, there's almost all of the same sectors that are in the stock market. You got mortgage REITs, you got residential mortgage, commercial mortgage REITs, you got triple net lease REITs, you got the data storage REITs, you got ones that are government, federal realty trusts. They only and like Geo, they're federal federal and state owned properties that are basically they're paying unless the government fails, those types of things. But what I still screen on making sure that they're dividend growing REITs as well, and and that their payout ratio is still manageable and that their revenue is growing year over year. So I use the same measurables that I use on regular stocks with REITs.
Nice.
It's good. It's
Rico,
good.
you're saying that you're going to sell like an NRZ 25 shares?
Well,
Is that what you're
I
saying?
have the worst luck with REITs, man. Oh, I'm saying, like, I love ABR, medical properties. NRC, I looked into it, and they have a payout ratio like 28%. So they still got room to grow the dividend and everything. The financials are looking good and everything. But as soon as I buy them, for some reason, they'll drop, man. Like, I don't get it.
Well,
And I had
go ahead.
AGNC the longest. I guess I'm buying too high or something.
Well,
But right now, I bought NRC low. So that's good.
Well, those are the most of the real high dividend yielding REITs. Most of those are the mortgage REITs, and it's a real volatile because the only way they make money is off of interest because they don't have properties. So it's like that's why Arbor, the one you're the ticker symbol you're saying, a ticker symbol ABR Arbor. They're one of the few mortgage REITs that have grown their dividend. A lot of the other ones don't. They cut them regularly, and it's just because it's so hard to do what they're doing to just make money off of interest, right? Or if rates fluctuate, that's the most volatile of all the REITs is the mortgage REITs.
Yeah, and so, the NRC, what they do is they buy the rights to service loans.
Right.
So
that's crazy market. That's a crazy market. Yeah.
But we'll see. Just I want to be in REITs really bad, but I'm giving them a chance. Well, and it's just they keep it.
Check out my buying. I got my first buying the blue chips video was the REIT series. Pick any one of them ones.
Well, those are huge. The prices is ridiculous. I guess you pay what you get what you pay for, I guess. But
Well, right. Yeah. You know what though? The thing is, all that really matters is like if you want a 5% yield on a stock, it doesn't matter the price because it's still gonna be 5%, right? So if it's $100 or $10,
you get more.
it's still 5%. And with M1, you
Yeah.
know, you're buying the fractional share, so you can buy $10 of $100 stock, but you're still getting the same amount that you would from that $10 stock at 5%. So that's my philosophy, especially with M1, you know, because it's doesn't matter. Price doesn't really matter.
I don't think I have any REITs on my M1, and I have that one REIT in Robinhood NRZ. So yeah.
Nice,
Right.
nice. So JMAC, so what are the stocks that you're currently like watching that you're waiting for the right opportunity to get in them? Like they're in your watch list. So do you have any watch lists that you've created that you're looking at right now? Stocks that you want to get in?
I do, but I my thing is goes back to the point I just made a little bit ago is that I'm too impatient and I'll start a position if they're on my watch list. I'll just go ahead and start a small position anyway.
Like 100 stocks by now, right?
I got like 85 in my M1. Yeah, it's a ridiculous amount, but
I can't keep an eye on all those stocks, man. Like I got 50 on M1, and I'm like, it's companies that I like. I was telling Daniel last time, it's companies that I use. I wake up and I brush my teeth with Colgate, and I go to the fridge and grab a Diet Coke. Then I go to work in my Ford Explorer. You know what I'm saying? So it's like stuff that I use every day or whatever, and that's the only way I can do it. And that's like 50 of them, and I think it's a lot. But
right, I always try to cut it down, but I just
you're greedy, man. You want to have a piece of everything,
right? I'm like, I love everything, right? So
I love everything, yeah.
Nice.
But yeah, I'm trying not to hit the max of because you can only have 100 shares in M1, so I'm trying not to hit that.
Really? I didn't know there was a cap on that.
Yep. No matter how many pies or whatever, you can only have 100 holdings.
Wow.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I thought you could just keep adding and adding.
Learn something new every day.
Yeah. So Adam says, I've got 100 and M1 in my dividend growth portfolio. That's the max you can have in a pie. All right. Cool.
Yep.
So JMac, so what is like your advice for people that want to start their dividend portfolio or their Roth? Like, what is like to pick the stocks? And I know you have a series on it, but what is like your advice for people that want to start doing it?
Yeah, I mean, it depends on on the knowledge of someone coming in, because you got people that if they're if they have mentors or people that that they can bounce stuff off of, but if not, if they're just brand new to the market, then you probably need to. I would advise looking at some good ETFs just to kick off a portfolio while you learn. Something like just the S&P 500 VOO or a couple of those types of ETFs that are real just straightforward, but because you really to do individual to invest in individual stocks, you could just really blow up a portfolio pretty easy. So yeah, I mean you take look like Jose is saying, I mean for 50 companies, if you're going to invest in them, but like I said, the blue chips, it's not that big of a deal. You can almost I would say like the top 20 market cap companies, you can almost set them and forget them, but some of them are still like some of the energy companies, you don't know if oil and petroleum is going to be around, and then but even with IT, though, that industry changes hands. Some other just amazing tech comes on the scene and they could take out someone, so you got to be careful.
And that's an advantage that you came from a little bit of like background, finance, whatever. I was telling Daniel last time I went through 3 different phases, and I'm still going through different phases or whatever. When I first started investing in Robinhood, the first phase was like monthly dividends stocks, and then buy all of them, monthly dividend stocks.
Right.
And then the second phase was like, well, get all those ETFs, get all the ETFs, right? And then the third phase was like, then the ETFs were too boring for me. So the third phase I was like, well, just pick like, high market cap blue chip companies or whatever. and cut down your portfolio to 10 companies, and that's where I'm at now, phase 3. So I'm going through all the phases of a new investor, learning as I go. Yeah.
Nice,
Right.
nice. So you suggest the VYM and the SPY. Okay, so we got day trading with Chris. So how's it going, Chris? Welcome to the live stream. And yeah, the SPY for sure. So you recommend like the ETFs, the index funds, right? That's what they call them.
I mean, that's all.
Or
Like I said, it's all like an individual thing, Like
yeah, okay.
it was so yeah. And then even when you go beyond the individual, like if you are new, um, but then once you build up some knowledge, then it becomes what type of strategy you want to have. So if you're young and you want to be a growth investor, then your strategy is going to be completely different than what I'm going to advise, because I'm a dividend growth investor. So um, there's like all these niche investing styles. There's value investing, and so it's just I mean, it really does become an individual thing. So I'm not, I can't really say I can give advice on it, because it really depends on, and like if you're going to come in with a big large lump sum to invest, then
I wish.
you're going to really want to think about that, right? So
Yeah.
or like
Go straight up, man. Live up them dividends. If I had like 100 grand, get about 10% a year, whatever return, I'm good to go.
that's right.
Cool,
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely subjective. I agree with you because there are different people that are starting, like if they're young, they might have different goals, different targets. Maybe they have like an extended amount of time for their portfolio to work in the future. Maybe there are other people that are kind of, in their mid, like maybe in their 40s or in the 60s and things like that. So the situation might be different for their portfolios, so it is
That's right.
definitely subjective. Yeah, so we have Shane, we have Satisfy MSG, we have Shane. How's it going, man? Welcome to the live stream. So day trading with Chris says 10% too high yield for me. Okay, so about the dividends, right? You're saying, I think you were saying about that. So let me ask you another question. So okay, we also have Casey. How's it going, Casey? Welcome to the live stream. I really appreciate it. Shane is the man. Okay, so if everybody can like the live stream, that'll be super awesome. And also, thank you for SS Fam. She shared the live stream. So if you have more than like 100,000, more than like 1,000 subscribers, you'll be able to share the live stream to your community, so other people can actually join the live stream. So I really appreciate SS Fam for sharing the live stream. That's awesome. So we
Yeah.
have 11 people. Make sure to give it a like. And also, if you do not have a JMAC Investing YouTube channel, I'm going to drop a link. So we have like 11 people that are currently watching. I'm going to drop his link so you can go and check out his channel. As you
Give
said,
my boy some love, man. Come on.
RicoSuave blowing up over there, man.
Yeah.
Every time I go to his channel, he's 50 subs up. I'm like, man, I'm sitting here grinding one by one.
Yeah, it's a
Awesome.
slow burn,
So,
man.
But you deserve it, though, brother.
Thanks, man.
so tell us, J-Mac, so you have a goal, right? You told me that you're giving out hats and things like that. So
yeah. So when I hit 250, which might be by the end of the live stream, here's the hat. It's the same one I'm wearing. It's my ugly mug on it, and you might not want it, but it might be something you can laugh at, put up in your office or whatever. At least it does say if you're a dividend growth investor, you could throw it on. It says dividend growth on it. So, but yeah, no, it's basically if you got to like one of my social media platforms, which is on all three, on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, it's at JMAC Investing, and then screenshot that you subbed. That's it.
nice, cool. So we also had Derek actually shared his live stream. I think he has like 1,000, more than 1,000 subscribers. He definitely have more than 1,000 subscribers. I really appreciate Derek for sharing the live stream with your subscribers. That's really awesome. So we have more people to join in. And No Debt But Love said, "I got you, man. Added one more to your subtotal." So that's awesome. And also Tasha also said she actually went to your channel. She visited your channel. So that's awesome. It's really
You
awesome.
gotta tune in on Monday. See, he's gonna win this bad boy.
Look, do it in the same voice as in the video. I want to hear it like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
This month's giveaway is going to be for a brand new Dread DVD and Blu-ray combo. All you have to do is make sure you like the video, click subscribe, hit the notification bell, and leave a comment below saying why you want to win it. The winner will be announced at the end of the month.
I love it, man. That's pretty awesome. Yeah, you need to be one of them fast talking guys at the end of a commercial. You know, when the credits are rolling. That's excellent.
Yeah.
That's what's up. Also, I'm gonna drop Rico's channel too. Also, so day trading with
I'm
Chris and
announcing
Daniel. We have
Wednesday.
so 3 years.
Yeah,
Dude,
Wednesday's the
I
last day
hope
of
that
the month.
happens, bro. I hope that happens.
So,
Oh, sorry. Oh, sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead. Sorry.
no, I was saying that Wednesday is the last day of the month, so I'm going to be announcing the winner on Wednesday.
Nice, nice. I hope I win, man. Like, what was the criteria? I'm subscribed to your channel. I like all your videos. So, man,
Mhm.
you should pick me,
Well,
man.
you gotta,
You gotta
it's
drop
right now.
comment.
I'm gonna tell you the truth right now. I'm picking the winner myself. I'm not using one of those random things, okay? Because
Okay.
I very specifically said, let me know why you should be the winner,
Okay.
right? And then it's only 2 or 3 people that said, I love the movie. You know what I'm saying? Like they really want it. You know, like I saw it in the theaters. I love the blood and gore. I should win it. I'm your biggest fan or whatever. So it's
Yeah.
down to like people, man. You know what I'm saying?
That's what
All
I
right.
said. That's what I said. I said I was the fan. I was the, that's what I said. That's you just copied exactly what I said. So that means I'm gonna win it.
You're running.
Okay, I'm gonna drop Rico Suave's link also in the description. I mean in the chat. So thank you everybody that liked the live stream. So let's go back to the investing questions. So Rico, do you have any questions for JMac? Do you want to ask him any questions, or do you have any questions on your mind? Or
No. I see that. I like that he's in his channel right now. He's trying to use like different thumbnails and stuff like that. Looking at the click-through rates and stuff like that. I come from marketing. That's what I do. And what I did was I looked at channels like Bruce Wang, Jake Jones, all those guys that get really, really a lot of traffic through. And I didn't, I kind of like, I didn't really like copy exactly, you know what I'm saying? But I kind of like got the format and kind of like see what people like to click on and use better, like, because right now if I put a title like Robinhood portfolio update or whatever, nobody cares, you know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Nobody knows who I am. If I put something
yeah,
like don't make this mistake, or how to invest for beginners, or how never to lose money while stuff like that, it grabs the attention of people, those headlines and stuff like that. So I'm glad that Jason is kind of like doing that right now and trying to get that audience build up and stuff like that. So.
now that's an
Yeah,
awesome thing that you mentioned.
my thumbnails
Yeah.
were kind of busy.
Yeah, a lot to read. So you want to give it to them like in 3 words, man, in
Yeah.
big bold letters. Best dividend stocks. That's it. Just big old letters, and then your mug on the other side, so they like get used to your face. And that's it. For the next videos or whatever. That's it. Short and sweet. Boom, boom, boom. So.
Yeah.
Yes, his yeah, the thumbnail definitely changed. His latest videos, I think the thumbnail was pretty nice. I just checked it out like when I was scrolling down. Okay, is that JMac? Because usually like the thumbnail is like there's a lot of text in it, so it's kind of hard even to read. Also, like
And his information is good for like us. We know what he's talking about. We
yeah,
know
yes,
what he means. You know what I'm saying? But like the new kid on the block that happens to come across his channel, you know what I'm saying? It's got no idea. So
for sure.
he gets into it. So yeah.
Yeah. So let me ask you, JMac, do you have any like any educational, for example, the beginner, how to invest in dividend stock for beginners, any kind of like introduction videos on your channel, or just specifically like your portfolio that's in your videos?
Well,
Your videos.
I do the weekly updates. I do that once a week. Like, I used to do it a little bit more frequent, but then I learned if I'm gonna have kind of diversified content, then just do that once a week. I do that once a week. I do and I do have a series. I started it a while back, but it's called Investing in Stocks 101, and that was sort of a beginner series where but it's kind of unfilled out. Like I need to add a few videos to that. But yeah, I did. So I do got some playlists that are geared towards that, but Yeah, so I really do the blue chip series and the weekly updates, and then I do just kind of random stuff throughout it's sort of evolved. I used to kind of cover the market daily, and then I backed off of that because sometimes I would be too long-winded when trying to get to the meat of the video, and so because I'm a rambler, so I need to so I backed up. I'm trying to be more efficient when I make videos, so I'm not like just wait.
Right.
Like you don't have to wait so long to get to the content. So I'm kind of changing up my format and kind of remaking my channel actually right now. So
Oh, if I can give you
Right.
a great tip, timestamps, brother.
yeah,
Time like
I agree.
every single video. Every single video, the first comment, you put some timestamps and you pin them to the top. And people that are interested in Robinhood, they can click on it. You know, the people that are interested in M1 Finance, they can go straight to it. People that are interested or whatever, you know what I'm saying? They can jump around, skip around, and the YouTube algorithm actually likes that.
Cool.
Right.
So Adam says, I bet putting your total portfolio value on your YouTube thumbnails improves views. Am I right? So he's asking. I think he's right. What do you think? What do you guys think?
Oh,
Absolutely.
for
Yeah.
sure. For sure. Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
you got if you look around at some of the the bigger channels that are like kind of like there's one guy is Matt Money is his name, and he
Ooh,
has like a $300,000 portfolio, but he
yeah.
still uses like an old archaic machine, a PC that's like outdated. He still uses
Yeah.
uh screen capture software that puts the little you know the watermark on the video, and like he has a bad mic, but he's got a $300,000 portfolio, so people tune
Yeah.
in, man. And he's very interesting. I'm not knocking his channel. I'm a big fan of his channel. I'm just saying he probably wouldn't have as many subscribers or
Yeah.
have as much click through and as many views if he
Mhm.
didn't have that big of a portfolio. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
money still moves. Money still talks. Money moves
Mhm.
people to watch stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure. Kevin says, from Adventures and Us Investing in Fire Movement, he said it makes me click. Yeah, for sure. It definitely makes people click if you have a certain amount of like monetary value displayed on the thumbnail. Also, Shane from Satisfying MSG YouTube channel, being more concise with what I have in a video is for sure something that I'm trying to work on. Also, shout out to his channel. He also does dividend like updated portfolios, updates his portfolio and all of that in his
Kevin,
channel. So
Kevin, I'm
you can
jealous
go
of
and
Kevin right now, bro. I am jealous because he made a collaboration with Arvavel, man, the hottie of the finance in Nick. I'm jealous, Kevin.
yeah, I want to know, how did Kevin pull that out?
I don't know, man. I
The
don't know.
girlfriend. The girlfriend.
The girlfriend, yeah.
Yeah. There's that
She,
there's that trust there.
Yeah, for sure. So
hey,
adventures, of course. Kevin says, I'd rather ramble on a video than not say enough. Editing down is better than trying to edit up. Oh, that's interesting.
Hey, so Adam's
hey,
asking who's the hottie of finance. Need to drop our channel in here too.
yeah, put Arvavel. Yeah.
Like I think I can say Arvabel, right?
Arvavel,
Arvabel.
yeah.
No,
Or,
I don't have
yeah.
to, I'm single, man. Maybe in the future, man. We'll see. We'll do when I hit 100,000 subscribers. Her and I will do a collab.
yeah.
Yeah.
How about now, man? Like a lot of girls are attracted when you have a lot of subscribers or a fancy car.
You can
But
make a gold digger
yeah,
video when you got 100,000 subscribers, right?
I noticed a lot of females being coming over my channel, so I have to start saying guys and ladies, man, because like 50%
Yeah.
of them are ladies. So
Right.
yes,
Yeah.
yes,
You
for
saw you
sure.
saw me catch myself on my last video. I was like, because I just say it out of habit. I say, "What's up, guys? How y'all doing?" And I was like,
yeah,
I need this.
so
Yeah. So
yeah.
I need to say, ladies and gentlemen, or guys and girls, whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. So Adam says we need more women in the dividend growth investing. The
Mhm.
adventures is laughing, and says Shane is saying honestly, that's honestly, yeah, that's true. Definitely, like I think it's kind of risky. Like men are just more prone to like trading or like investing, getting involved in the stock market compared to like the ladies. You know, they're more prone to doing other things. Maybe have a makeup channel or things like that. But we're definitely seeing other channels with finance with women in it. You know, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah. So
absolutely.
let me go
I'm a
back to asking.
all of them. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, for sure. Let me ask him. Let me go back to JMac and let me ask him. I have a few questions for him. So when your portfolio, when you're managing your portfolio, so let's just say that your portfolio is going down or the market is pulling back. Do you have any kind of like risk management in place for in case where the market pulls back or anything like that? How do you manage your portfolio right now?
um, yeah. So funny thing was I had I was hedging cash into, so there's a couple of them. Actually, iShares has one, and JP Morgan has one. They're ultra short income funds, and they're basically high yield money market accounts. Sort of they're That's what they're similar to. And so, but they pay monthly 2.5, 2.7%. So I was building up cash in the JPST, which is the JP Morgan version of that. But I actually just depleted, and so I'm gonna have to build it back up. But so that's one approach. Then the other one is just because I dollar cost average. I pretty much invest $50 a day into the market. Thereabouts. So it would be just dollar cost averaging down as it went down, and probably pulling money out of savings. And if it really dropped, that would be my strategy.
To just add more and just buy add.
Yeah,
Okay, that's interesting.
absolutely. As I'm dividend investing, so that's buying blue chip dividend companies at a discount. So that would be my strategy.
Awesome, awesome. So let me ask you, how about for if for example, your portfolio like grows substantially, some of the stocks just increase like insane amount of percentage. Do you have any price targets or percentage gains that you decide to lock in your profits, or do you have any plans of taking profits? Like, how do you manage that, like your profit taking and things like that?
I mean, it's case by case, stock by stock. I actually sold a couple, uh, a share or two of Microsoft. It was up. I'm up 30-40%.
Give it to
Uh,
me, bro.
yeah. So,
That's
but
right, bro. I hold it forever.
yeah, in my case, it would be to just diversify more. It wouldn't be to really take profits necessarily. It would still to be stay invested. Um, yeah. So, um, yeah. So I'd say probably not really. I don't really have price targets because my goal is to hopefully live off of dividends. So
Okay,
so
so
I
okay, you're
won't
just
be
gonna
telling.
keep holding it. Okay, cool, cool. So you're gonna be just holding it. So shout
Correct.
out to all the people that's in the chat. We have Royalty Cosmos. So thank you for joining the live stream, Royalty Cosmos. I really appreciate it. And also thank you for sharing the live stream. I really appreciate it. It'll give more people an opportunity to join the live stream. Thank you, everybody. And if you do not have a Royalty Cosmos, she has also a YouTube channel that she talks about lifestyle and beauty and all that kind of fun stuff. So thank you so much for sharing the live stream. And also, Bran also joined the live stream. Thank you. I really appreciate it. He said, "What's good, people?" And I wish I just came back. I just came back from my new job at Toyota. Cool, man. That's awesome. Congrats. That's what I'm talking about. Moving on up, man. That's what's up. Okay. Adam says, "I never sell. Buy and hold forever." Okay, that's a strategy. Buy and hold forever. That's
That's what
good.
Warren
And
Buffett.
day trading with yeah, for sure. Warren Buffett style, right? Buy and hold, especially the dividend stocks that JMac is talking about right now. So day trading with Chris says, haha, gotta sell one day. But yeah, if you have a dividend stock you've been holding for like 20 years, you might be getting a 10 to 12% rate of rate of ROI on initial investment. Okay, rate of return, I
Return
guess,
on-
per year. Yeah, for sure. That's awesome. Royalty says you got WC informed trades. Thank you. Awesome, awesome. So we have 14 people in the live stream. Guys, if you guys please like the
Hey,
live stream, I really appreciate it. I'm also gonna drop JMax a YouTube channel in the live stream. I also have Rico in the live stream, so I'm gonna drop
Woo,
both
woo,
their
woo.
links.
About to hit 3
They have,
million
they have
subscribers.
yeah, sure.
Slow down,
So
Rico.
Rico.
I got one speed. Let's go. Yeah.
Okay.
Nah, keep
And
going.
also, yeah, he's gonna both of them has a giveaway lined up if you decide to join their channel. I know JMac is gonna give a hat and Rico is gonna give out a Blu-ray DVD. What was the name of the title of the movie, man? What was it?
Oh, don't get him to do it again.
Great. This month's giveaway is going to be for a brand new Dread DVD and Blu-ray combo. All you
Man,
have to do is like the video, click subscribe, hit the notification bell, and comment. There will be an ad.
I like that, man. I like that. Yeah, you guys heard it right. So just go and like this video and subscribe to this channel. And yeah, he'll definitely hook you up with a Blu-ray DVD. That's what I'm talking about. Okay.
I know
So
a lot of people are going to want this one.
yeah. So for sure, I'm definitely have my eye on it. So let's go back to JMac and
That's going to be coming up next.
Oh, I'm gonna get in on that one.
so,
I'm gonna get in on that one.
so it's that Shane from Satisfying MSG said, "Is there a Blu-ray DVD and a hat combo?" No, the hat is from if you joined the.
Only at Spencer's you get a hat.
Yeah. For JMac, you get the custom hat, and for Rico, you get the DVD. So
Yeah.
We might could work something out though, right? I mean, we could come up. You know?
yeah, if both of them can get like if Rico can get 300 and JMac can get to 250, right? That's your goal.
Tonight. Yeah.
Tonight.
Tonight, yeah, you get the combo, baby. You get the combo. So you get to
the
watch
combo.
the DVD while wearing
I'm
the
still-
hat. So that's
Yeah, I'm
awesome.
still waiting for Jason to send me one of his hats, man, so I can wear on my channel. You know what I'm saying? Cross promotion, cross pollinate that bad boy.
I gotta give them things away, but if you make me a commercial for it, I might have to do that. You do the voiceover
Yo.
on that thing.
This month's JMAC giveaway is gonna be for the brand new hat.
Oh man, that voice, yeah, that's really awesome. You can make a very great announcer, man. That's pretty cool. So royalty says so close to 300 Rico investing. Well done.
Yep.
With you now.
Close.
Okay, so royalty definitely checked your channel out. So that's really awesome. So let's go back to thank you, Derek. Also, he shared the live stream. So since he shared the live stream, I'm gonna drop also his link. Also, I'm gonna drop Derek's link if you don't have Derek's channel. Also, he has a $30,000 Robinhood portfolio, and he basically makes updates on that one too. So that's pretty cool. Now I wanted, let me ask a question for JMac, and I'll drop all those links while JMac is answering the question. So JMac, so how about like when you were adding to a position? So let's just say the stock is moving substantially very well to the upside, and do you add while the stock is going up, or do you usually just wait for the stock to pull back or anything like that? How do you add to your position? You know, if it's started going well.
It's an excellent question. No, so the strategy is I'll like I said, I'll enter a position. I'll get a starting position pretty much at any price. But the way I do most of my buys are I sort by, the ones that are down the most, and then I pretty much buy off of, those that are down. Once they're in my portfolio, I'm looking for value at that point. After my initial adding them to my portfolio, pretty much.
Cool.
Yeah, unless
that's good.
Yeah, unless it's with M1 you have the target percentages of your portfolio, and if you deposit a large amount, it'll invest on the percentages. So there'll be some situations where that takes place, but most of the time it's buying the stocks that are down that I currently hold.
Nice. So how about you, Rico? Because I know that you said you're gonna sell NRZ. Because I know we talked about last week. You said you add. You basically don't have an exit strategy. When the stock goes down, you add. Oh wow, we got a super chat from Brad. That's what's up, man. Thank you. Thanks a lot, man. I appreciate it. Donating for you. We'll have no
My boy.
capital. Appreciate it.
Awesome.
Bam.
Thanks, man. Thanks, Brad. I really appreciate
My
it.
strategy,
All right.
yeah, my strategy is this, man.
All right.
Um, I chose 10 companies that I love in my Robinhood portfolio. Now, those companies I want to hold because the problem that I was having before, and especially in Robinhood, is I wanted everything, and I was spreading my money too thin. And when you only have $2,000 or $3,000, you know what I'm saying? You're spreading yourself too thin. So just bring it down, tone it down a little bit, calm down, pick your top 10, maybe top 7 companies of all time. I'm talking about, Coca-Cola, I don't know, you know, Apple, Microsoft, whatever, right? Just tone it down a little bit. Use that money, concentrate it in those stocks, and then that way you'll get more out of it. Now, when you go to N1 Finance, and N1 Finance has all the fractional shares and the drip program and this and that, yeah, you can go wild over there and get 50 companies and assign 2% to each. You know what I'm saying? Go wild. But as far as like Robinhood, when you're buying whole stocks, whole shares, then you got to calm down a little bit, especially when you don't have that much money to invest.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
agree with
for
that
sure, for
too.
sure.
I agree with that because I have a Fidelity IRA, and it's the same. I pretty much use that approach too. I have, I think, 17 holdings in Fidelity, so it's I just turn on drip and you know purchase those when I can.
Awesome,
Mhm.
awesome. So shout out to Brand, man. I really appreciate it, man. You don't have to do that, but also check out his channel too. He basically has a portfolio of dividend stocks, and he basically also does vloggings, and he does vloggings from the woods. What I personally I like that a lot because it's in nature. Nobody does it, you know. His updates are like from the forest, and I love that a lot. So
Big.
that is something new. So shout out to Brad, man. I really appreciate it. Thank you. I'm gonna drop his link in the chat so you can guys can go check him out. He's currently at 45 subscribers, so you can go and check out his channel. So yeah.
Now, some of
So
the
thank
penny
you.
stocks that I wish were not penny stocks because our companies that I love, American companies, are like JC Penney, your Sears, your GameStop, stuff like that. These companies, I wish that their model was able to, or their
Right.
model was able to, keep up with times and the advances in technology or whatever. But these companies, man, the retail space, Amazon is killing a lot of them. Best Buy is the only survivor, and that's only because they decided to change their floor plan and invite different companies to come in and showcase their own product inside the store. So Best Buy became a joint multi store, not just Best Buy. So, man, Amazon e-commerce is killing retail, killing it.
Yeah. Sweet, sweet. So that's actually brings up a pretty good question. So, JMac, do you do any kind of shorting, or do you just mainly just buy and hold? Have you done any kind of experiment with options or any other different kind of strategies within the stock market?
Yeah, we discussed a little bit earlier about it, but I did open up a Robinhood account and early on, and I did take a stab at options. Um, and it was one of those things where I had success for like 2 days, and then I got cocky, and then I had like 100. I told myself it was almost like a few times I've gambled, right? Where I said I'm gonna throw $100, and that's all I'm gonna do, right? And I always lost that whole 100. And so I did the same thing with options. I said I'm gonna try $100, and I'm gonna see if I can flip it. And any profits I get every time I get over 100, I'll put it in my dividend portfolio. I think, like I said, the first couple days, I think I made like $120 trading options, and then I bought a bunch of options, and then they all went to zero.
Yeah. they,
So
they expire out of the money.
yeah, yeah. So that $100 is gone. So my options trading days are over.
Yeah.
So
Option
that's it.
spreads, man. I still don't understand that. Like,
It's hard.
I tip my hat to what is the spending jar channel. because
Oh,
he's really good at options, man. And he be making that money. I just don't understand it that well. I do, but I don't want to mess with it. You know what I'm saying? Like it's betting. It's straight up betting. That's what you're doing. It's
You
straight.
know,
That's not invest. That's betting, bro.
yeah, it is.
Yeah.
You know what's funny? I saw your Daniel, your intro video,
oh
trading
yeah.
for.
Oh yeah, the rap song.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I when I was option trading, I was in his live chat all day, every day, trying to figure it out. So I'm familiar with him. Yeah,
Oh, oh, cool. Yeah, man. Josh is
cool
he's an
dude.
interesting character. He's really awesome. Yeah, he's
Right.
really awesome, dude. Yeah, with options, yeah, the same thing. Like when I did it with options too, just like started with like a very small capital and just try to invest, to try it out, to understand what is it about. And I still do it
Mhm.
sometimes just to get an understanding of it, using credit spreads and just trying to learn more about it. So, have you done any kind of shorting, JMac? Do you short stocks, or you just mainly have you done any
I'm,
shorting? Like,
I know because I'm too scared to short because it's just the market, man. I don't see it, and even with all these earnings going on, there's. I mean, I don't see I don't see a slowdown happening, so I'm scared to short. I mean,
Yeah.
it could
yeah,
happen. Obviously, the whole thing could fall apart. But I just like I'm saying, like
yeah.
just looking from just using my current, the current information that I have. I don't see a slowdown in the economy, at least the U.S. economy right now. So
Not right now. And you know what? They're meeting tomorrow in China for the trade deal.
yeah,
So we're gonna get some
Uh,
good, hopefully some good news tomorrow. So
yeah.
man,
I mean, a global
cool.
economy can be kind of screwy, but the U.S. economy is pretty strong right now.
yeah.
Cool. So we have a few questions from the chat. So the first one was from Day Trading with Chris. Do you guys sell covered calls or get more on your dividends? Yeah, they don't do any kind of like options.
Yeah, we don't do options
Right.
trade.
Chris. Yeah,
Well,
they don't do options. So
I said I would do that. I would sell maybe some covered calls.
Yeah.
Once my portfolio is much bigger. But not right now. It's too small right now.
uh, cool. But you have plans for it to do it in the future when it has your portfolio is bigger, right?
Correct. Yeah, because you got to have 100 shares to sell a covered call. Of
Yeah,
of
yeah.
of a any company basically. Yeah. So
Yeah.
So the second question is from Brand. It says, Brandon, I got a question. I'm 20 and I just got a job at Toyota. That's what's up, man. That's awesome. As a hazmat firefighter, they match
Mm.
6% of what I put in my 401k, but I don't want a 401k. I want a Vanguard. How do I do that while on subject? Okay, so
Roth
They don't give
IRA?
you, yeah, they don't give you the places, like they don't give you a choice. They
No.
invest for you. Like when I was a police officer, they took what is it, 10% of my paycheck went straight into a 401k, and I had no saying in the matter. It was for my pension, for my retirement. You know what I'm saying? Now, once I resigned, they actually sent me the papers, and I could see all the companies that they were investing in, all these VOOs and all the Pembina pipelines and all that stuff. I had an actual itemized list of the companies that they were investing my money in. But once when you are with an employer and they are contributing a little bit, and you contributing 10% or whatever, and they matching the contribution or whatever, they get to pick what goes into the 401k. You got no saying in the matter.
Yeah, they essentially, or it's a service they bought.
Mhm.
The 401k provider of each companies is something they bought.
Yeah,
But
like
you can
not
invest beyond a 401k into a Roth IRA or any traditional IRA, and you could use Vanguard. You could open up on a Vanguard account and contribute 6K, 6 grand per year into that
yes.
beyond what your 401k is.
Mhm.
cool.
That would be the
So
workaround.
Cool. So Adam says you have to use the 401k plan provided by your employer. They may use Vanguard as a provider, but you have to ask.
Mm.
Okay, so you definitely need to ask HR, I think, for that. So Brand says they use
Yeah.
Wells Fargo, so I
Some
can
people use Wells Fargo, yeah.
I can't transfer. Sorry, Wells Fargo. You like
Mhm.
Wells Fargo, Rico? You always like Wells Fargo
I
on your
love it.
videos.
My favorite bank. Again, I have when it comes to like good old American companies, man, I have a soft spot for them. I when I hear Wells Fargo, I get a little stiffy. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like I love good old American companies, man. So I bought 6 shares when I saw that the price went down. You know, I'm all American, man. There's blood growing through my veins. So the red, white, and blue, man. So
Awesome. Shout out to Rico. I mean, shout out to Jose, man. He was also in the military, so he fought for the country. That's why it means a lot to him. Like he served the military for a while, and then he retired in the military. So shout out to him. Respect to Rico for Jose, man. That's awesome. So Adam said, you can usually choose which investments. Then that's what you have to set up with the company. Okay, sorry about that. So Brand says I can't transfer it. So Adventures and Kevin from Adventures and Us says Adam is right. Through one of my employer, I was able to pick some Vanguard and some not. Okay, so
cool.
There's an option. So Adam says then that's what you have to set up with the company to get the 6% match. You can usually choose which investments you contribute to in your 401k, but it's usually more like 6 to 5 funds to choose from. So yeah, well, it's for you, so David. So Chris says, I want to retire early, so I only invest 11.4% into 401k. The rest is into standard broker accounts. So shout out to Chris also. He basically does day trading. He also does swing trading at his channel. If you guys can go and check it out. So he posts a video about that too. So WFS equals good dividends growth company. Yes, Wells Fargo is pretty awesome. So Realty is laughing. So No Debt Below says, yeah, I use the. So No Debt Below says, yeah, I use the balance fund from my employer, which uses Fidelity. My selections with my employer are not the best. The Roth is a great alternative. So you can do an external that is not related to the 401k, and you can just start just managing that and just picking the funds or the stocks that you want to invest in by yourself. So Brand says, thank you for your service, Rico. Shout out to Jose from RicoSuave Investing. And I'm Tasha says, Rico. Yeah, so I'm Tasha said, thank you for your service. You're welcome, family. Awesome. Yeah, so let's go back to another question. So we got caught up with all the chat. So those are awesome questions. If you guys have any questions, just drop them in the comment, and they'll definitely be able to respond to your question because they have a lot of experience, man.
Yeah, free, no legal advice. Free, no legal advice.
Yeah, there's definitely a disclaimer if you check out the description box about
financial
about the people. Yeah.
No advice, I should say.
Yeah, for sure. Adam says M1 Finance Roth IRA can't be beat. Put that 3K in per year, baby. That's what I'm talking about. So check out M1 Finance. I know Brand doesn't have M1 Finance. I think he doesn't have. He uses Robinhood, so you can start with the Roth and M1 Finance. So
we got a referral link if you need one.
I just turned in a school paper for my master's degree, a 23 pager on Robinhood. So I had to choose. Yeah, the assignment was I had to choose an American company to bring internationally to a different country. So I chose Robinhood into Germany, and I created a marketing strategy plan, and that was my paper. Yeah.
Nice. And you're about to graduate too, right? That's what's up, man.
Yeah, we talked about market entry and target audience and all that stuff. So
I see it. Yeah, Robert, I see that being a video in the future here. I already see it.
Maybe because they say back in 2015 they had plans to go into Australia, but that never materialized. So there's a lot of legal implications and stuff like that. But Robinhood, definitely should spread, especially into Germany, which is like a central strategic point in Europe. And then from there, the rest of the European Union, once they see Germany's on it, they're going to be like, we want it too. So,
Yeah. Speaking of that, like the valuation of the Robinhood is actually very, very like into billions. So what do you think about that? Since you already wrote a paper about it, you probably know more about their valuations and things like that.
Well, the financials, I could not find their financials really because it's still a private company. But they did announce that they were going to IPO last year or something, or this year. And I'm still waiting for that too, so I can buy some shares of Robinhood.
Oh man, are you sure you want to buy some shares? Because they had like some password issues and
Ah,
There's
that's nothing. Big deal. They had our passwords on plain text instead of like crypto or whatever.
But
Big whoopee.
but you
You
know
know.
what though? The problem is though is that there's more and more platforms that are coming out that are no commission free, that are free to use, and that's
Yeah.
just going to continue. Even the big boys are going to eventually have to, you know, they're going to have to cut their fees, and yeah, I mean it's going to be real competitive. So I don't know if I think the big dogs will still win, just like in the corporate world. If let's say Fidelity goes to no commission,
Mhm.
they're already they're the biggest 401k provider, right? So they make the most money off 401ks. If they could just make sure that they use that as their means for their revenue stream, and then just open it up. So one of those guys, TD Ameritrade or Fidelity, does that, and it's over for Robinhood.
interesting. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's a good point.
I
So
hear
we
you,
have a
but
question.
Robinhood did something that those big companies were not able to do, and they made it cool. They made it hip to invest. You know what I'm
Well,
saying?
they started the trend. I give them props. I'm not
Yeah.
knocking Robinhood. They started it. I give them that.
Cool. So there was a question from Adam. He said, "Rico, do you think Robinhood stock will pay a dividend which when it IPOs?" And
Yeah, no,
Rico said, "I don't think. Yeah, I think so.
yeah, I don't think so. Companies normally they don't once they first IPO. Maybe down in the future. You know, the reason a company goes public normally is either to increase their revenue because they're not profitable yet, or that's mainly
Right.
the reason why companies go public. In public offerings and stuff like that, or they just want to. Yeah, basically, yeah. So at the beginning, like a lot of them, like you see Uber and Lyft and a whole bunch of them, they don't pay any dividends yet because they're growing right now. They're in the growing stages. And once they get to the maturity stages, kind of like your achievers, like Jason was talking about, and your aristocrats and your kings and stuff like that, then yeah, they'll start paying dividends out and stuff like that.
So I have a question for JMAC. So he's a software engineer. So when you actually look at the different platforms that are popping up, we got Robinhood, we got M Finance, we got Webull, all that things. Which one do you think is actually a very, very good, platform for people, for beginner investors to use from the software perspective? From using it. I know you use multiple of them. So what do you think is like the good one for beginners or somebody that's just want to start investing?
I haven't looked at a Webull, but I mean Robinhood's real easy, especially their mobile app. M1 is too, M1 Finance, but M1 Finance is so new that like I know Robinhood, when it came out, they had trying to move into checkings and savings accounts and all these things, and then that failed. So and then they worked through some glitches. So M1's working through some of those things right now too. And I think M1's UI UX is probably better and more intuitive than Robinhood's, but they've had some issues and some bugs and things that you just don't want to have when people, because I mean it's okay when it's like a little app that's just a fun little app, but when it's a financial investing platform, people are putting hundreds of thousands of dollars into it. Any little thing gets highlighted, and becomes an issue. So I'm sticking with them, and they didn't. It hasn't been anything where anyone's money has been affected, but like your percentages are off, and so they have a lot of little UI
Yeah,
glitches that kind of, when I see them, the thing is, if you go to any website, you can right click on it and click inspect element, and you can see a bunch of JavaScript errors. So I
Yes.
always do that. So with M1, I'll look at their JavaScript errors as they're taking place, and I'm like, or any platform really.
you can have some fun with that and change your balance.
You can play with it. Yeah, you could do that on the UI. It wouldn't actually hit the server. I've done that before, like Weather Channel and stuff, and changed everything.
Yeah, change
Yeah,
to $100,000 on my Robinhood account.
yeah. Like I would
Yeah,
change like Weather Channel to like 140 degrees or something like that, and screenshot it.
Cool, cool.
But yeah,
So
the same the same thing I think about stocks, like spreading yourself too thin. You can also do that with apps. You know that, right? You can have
Yeah, for
Robinhood, you
sure.
can have M1, you can have Webull, you can have this one, you can have that one. You can have like 5 different. You don't need that many. Really, all you need is one broker. And the only reason you need M1 Finance right now and Robinhood both together is because M1 Finance got things that Robinhood don't have. But if Robinhood introduces fractional shares and the Roth IRA and drip programs and stuff like that, you know what I mean? And vice versa.
Yeah,
If M1 Finance
yeah.
introduces the instant deposits and whatever else that Robinhood has, M1 Finance doesn't have or whatever.
Right.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
Yep.
Yeah, and they're copying each other. They're copying what's working. Like Webull is copying what Robinhood is doing, like offering free stocks, like trips, like bonuses, and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
I
it's
know
just,
people that got
So
like 5 different ones, Acorns and Eat Trades, and they're like 5 different accounts.
yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, it's just a matter of time for another big
Dash.
big player has fractional shares.
Yeah.
That'll allow like actual, real market buys and limit buys. When someone does fractional shares with limit buys and stop losses and market buys, that app, that's going to be the the one that takes off, I think.
Yeah.
yeah, for
I
sure, for
made a
sure.
mistake the other day. I made a video about it, but I forgot to put a limit order on Robinhood, and they got me good, man. They got me good. I pay an extra 13 cents per share because I forgot to put the limit order during the pre-hours, and then the price fluctuates. And by the time, it's like you were saying, Robinhood has problems with communicating with like real time prices on shares and dividend percentages and stuff like that. So, because I would have
Yeah,
Robinhood open and I will see a price. Then I will go to Yahoo Finance and I will see a different price. And then it take like a couple of seconds, 2 or 3 seconds for that price to hit on Robinhood, the real price. So if you like day trading and stuff like that, it's a nightmare to do it on
yeah,
Robinhood. You don't want
Right.
to do it, my brother.
Yeah,
I tell you right.
that was what I
yeah.
had. The problem I had with options on Robinhood was the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. With the option thing, also like the bid and the ask can fluctuate like very, very high. And there's a way that also you can check out like how Robinhood actually makes some money, things like that. You can do more research on it to identify like the issues with like the fills that you're getting. So you'll be able to understand more about what is going on with the slippage that's happening with your orders. So we have
Mm-hmm.
Adam is saying, Rico, you right about that. Investing app diffusion problem. Yes, there's a lot of apps. I have too many. Eventually, I'm going to consolidate. Yeah, for sure, for sure. Yeah, there's a lot of apps out there, and they're still about popping up everywhere, left and right. So,
Yeah.
what are your main ones, JMac? You use Ammo Finance and Robinhood, right? That's it. You don't use
Well, and
any other ones, right?
Fidelity. I use Fidelity because Fidelity was where when I worked at 3M, that all of the 3M employee purchase program. So that's really that was the platform I started with, and then I had a individual brokerage account on Fidelity that was about 10K that I transferred that whole account over into M1.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Very nice.
Cool. Awesome. Awesome.
but I
Awesome.
still hold an
Okay,
account, a
so
couple of. Yeah, go ahead.
all right, cool, cool. All right, so yeah, sorry about that, but it got glitched. But I was about to ask you, like in the past, have you had any experience? I know you said you had an experience with you started investing like in Bitcoin and things like that. Before that, back in, after before like 10, 20 years, did you ever invest in stocks or anything like that while
Not
you
really.
were okay?
I mean, not other than having a 401k with companies, and even when I
All right.
was like, I think my first 401k was at like 27, 26, 27, and I when I quit that company, I cashed it out like an idiot, just being young, dumb,
Mm.
so
Yeah.
so yeah, but I still have a 401k from when I was with um that's when I was with 3M that I'm gonna eventually transfer that and roll that over into IRAs.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So basically your introduction to like the stock market and through investing to dividends was because of like crypto, right?
Well, that was my introduction to basically starting to trading and investing. Yeah.
All right.
Oh,
Cool,
10
cool,
o'clock,
cool.
baby. Check on
So
subscriber count.
What?
Oh,
What?
289, bro. 289, bro. We getting there, bro. We getting there, man.
Shout out to Rico channel, man. I hope let's check at JMAC's channel. Let's see if he
I think I
gains
picked up
more subscribers.
like 4 or 5. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
He's at 228. So yeah, guys, so there's 11 people. So if you guys don't have him, RicoSuave or JMac, go check out their channel. You can just click on their names on in the chat, and it'll give you an option to go to their channel. Or I'm definitely gonna drop their links in a moment. So after I ask this question, so JMac, so what do you think about the current? Do you have any positions on Bitcoin or any cryptocurrency? And what do you think about like the price fluctuations and Bitcoin popping up to like 14K like a few weeks ago? I think it was last
No,
month. What do you think
I,
about that?
I sold all my crypto. Actually, I'm actually made a video, not, I don't know, a month and a half, 2 months ago. I had a USB encrypted USB stick that I had some of my keys on that I had lost. I lost it for about 6 or 7 months. And actually, the fortunate thing was I found it during the time that Bitcoin was making this run. So a lot of those cryptos were up pretty good. So I sold it. I sold all those. It was maybe $400 or $500 worth that I had left of that on one USB key, encrypted USB stick that I had lost. So, but no, my opinion on it is, I
Wow.
mean, I think Bitcoin is pretty much going to be a commodity over time, and it's the only one I'd probably invest in if I were, but I still wouldn't really call it an investment. I would call it a speculative, and
Yep. Yep.
speculative investment. But I mean, I think just because of it's not as many bull runs as it's had, there's never been any other commodity like it, right? So, um, but it really doesn't work as a currency. It does, but it's very, very, like, it's the slowest of all of the cryptos. I mean, I was so afraid transferring Bitcoin around, not because of the security of it, because it took so long. It would be like 10 or 15 minutes later, and you don't know if your transaction actually went through or not. So you'll be sitting there sweating bullets, waiting on to
Yeah.
see. It's a scary thing dealing with crypto because you don't know what's happening.
Yeah.
But I think it has. But my thing is, it goes back to just like we were talking about all these other platforms. You got Facebook entering with Libra, and that was the whole thing when I was in it. If a huge conglomerate company or corporation invests like they're doing, basically they're doing 100 companies that are going to be, they're going to have 100 nodes, and they're going to have servers the size of that allow for hundreds of millions of users to tap those servers, and that's the scale that crypto could never reach. So the like Ethereum, its servers could not handle the user base, even when it was growing during the bull run when Bitcoin hit 18K. Its servers could not handle so you got there's going to be 100 companies that are investing $10 million in Libra, and those are going to be the nodes that validate the transactions on the blockchain, on the Libra blockchain. And I said, when that happens, then you pretty much that becomes an actual currency, because it actually will operate super fast. And that's been the problem with crypto. A lot of the smaller cryptocurrencies trying to compete. I mean, they'll you got people running it on Windows Vista laptops. You got
Oh,
people
yeah.
trying,
You're talking about miners.
well, not that. I'm saying you can download any blockchain. Like, so let's say, some of these smaller ones, you could download the blockchain and you could become a validator. Your PC would be a validator on the blockchain.
Okay, I got you.
Anyone who downloads the blockchain becomes a validator. So
Wow.
you have so you have
Mine the crypto and you can get that money or whatever, right?
right. Yeah.
Fast enough or whatever. If you know what you're doing.
Right. But yeah, but I guess my point is, with like a 50 meg internet connection and a really old PC, that's
Yeah.
what some of crypto is running on. What
Yeah.
where it's just not the scale of a real currency. You see what I'm saying?
And check this out, right? You gotta love Facebook cojones, man, because the government was just talking about breaking Facebook into different pieces because it's like what you call it, what's the word I'm looking for? Like it's
Monopoly or something?
monopoly. Yeah, thank you. They were just talking about breaking Facebook because it's a monopoly, and then what did they decide to do? They decided to introduce their own damn coin and become their own damn bank.
But you know what? You know what's even crazier about Facebook internet? You know,
Yeah.
do you know that the Winklevoss twins? Do you know them, Daniel? Do you know them?
Yes, I know them because they
Yeah.
were initially with like Mark Zuckerberg. They stole their idea. They actually got paid a lot
They
of
were
money
part of
from Facebook. Yeah, yeah.
correct. They were part of the initial creation of the Facebook with Zuckerberg, and then he ousted them, and then they moved into crypto, and they have a big crypto exchange, right?
Mhm.
A big U.S. crypto exchange, and then that's what I'm saying. So Zuckerberg already ousted them one time, and they don't have any Facebook stock,
Uh-huh.
and now he's coming back again.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Wow. That's crazy. Now Libra is not decentralized like Bitcoin and the other crypto ones, right? They're actually going to have an actual bank, right?
Well, that's what I'm saying. The 100 companies that become part of the blockchain, those are
Mm.
going to be the 100 servers that will become the bank. I guess yeah. So that's where all of the validations will happen. So the Visa's on all of those credit card processing companies. They joined on because they're not dumb. Like Visa, Mastercard, Discover, all those. They said, okay, yeah, they ponied up 10 million because they got no choice. Yeah, because
Okay.
if it becomes a global currency, Visa, Mastercard, if those companies, they can't miss out, right? So
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, and
yeah.
I love Visa and MasterCard and all that. I wish I can go into that space, but I'm looking at the prices, man, and they those bad boys, they don't go down, man. They're steep. Their 5-year graph is steep, always going up. So
Yeah,
hmm
yeah. Yeah, yeah, for sure. Yeah, definitely. The Libra currency, they have a lot of big companies, as you said, they're backing them up. So it's really quite interesting. So what do you think that the future is going to be like? Or do you think it's going to be public? Because there's a lot of things going on with the government, as Rico mentioned, that there's issues with the government actually being aware of what's the capability of the Libra currency is. So what do you think about that?
Yeah, I mean, they're like that's the thing about crypto. Didn't care, a lot of these cryptocurrencies they didn't try to get in. They didn't allow regulation to take place. It was because it was decentralized.
mhm.
Facebook has said we'll work with you, so they're gonna lay out everything to regulators, and because they're doing that, and because they have so many of these huge market cap companies that are behind them, you think the government's going to stop it? They're going to get in on it. They're going to get there. They're going to be like,
A lot.
okay, they're
Yeah.
going to tax transactions on that blockchain. That's what they're going to do, probably.
Oh, cool, cool, cool. Because I thought like since it was getting a lot of bad publicity and things like that, I thought the government was gonna try to block it from going through or anything like that. But you just mentioned that they actually might get support from the government since they're offering all of their transactions and all that things to be regulated
You know what
compared
they're
to
gonna
the other cryptos. Yeah.
Yeah, once they get Libra going, man, it's gonna become their own currency within the platform. And everything that you see on Instagram, like models wearing and all that shit, like purses and blouses and pants and all that, you can go ahead and buy with their own, with the currency.
And,
You can convert your dollars
yeah,
or whatever. So
any and
it's
every
gonna be awesome.
transaction, that takes place on Facebook will go through Libra. Yeah. And which is there's
Yeah.
2.1 billion users of Facebook, right? So you got a third, or is it a third, or a third of the Earth, basically, right? I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. A lot of people. So you guys have a position on Facebook, right? Or still not?
I,
I know
I
I
had
don't know you, Rico.
yeah, I had Facebook, I had a couple shares, and I was consolidating my Robinhood portfolio. So I went ahead and sold my 2 shares of Facebook on Robinhood, but I still got them on M1 Finance. So
Yeah,
Nice, nice. How about JMac?
I do. I hold a little bit of Facebook, and then also in ETFs. I got a couple ETFs where they're part of it, but I do hold I do hold some Facebook.
oh yeah.
Yeah, cool, cool. And shout out to Kevin Adventures with us. So he got in at a very good price back in December when Facebook was going down pretty well, and he can be one of like the directors or something because he has a good share of Facebook stock. Well, what price points did you guys get in? Like, who you bought in like right now or back in the past? What was like your buy points?
I think 190 for me. I think.
Oh, nice, not bad. Nice,
Yeah.
your average price. How about you, Rico? You just got it. You just got in, or
Facebook, yeah. I got in. I think I want 170 something, 180, and I sold around 190 something. Yeah, so
cool, cool, cool.
Facebook is good at any price, really. You know what I'm saying? If you want to hold it, it's gonna gain in value. It's a growth stock, value stock. If you plan on holding it, I wish they paid dividends. If they pay dividends, man, everybody gonna be jumping on it.
Yeah, because Facebook is making money, but it'll be great if they actually paid some
Show some
the
love.
shareholders. Yeah, show some love to the people that use the platform, that hold the stock, that have faith in the stock. So we have a question from Adam. Big question. What do you think the Fed will announce on Wednesday in terms of rates? So what do you think about that, Jason McDonald? That's his name. His first name Jason. That's how it's JMac. Short JMac.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah. I'm not sure, man. Like I said, with the economy not really showing signs of slowing, I don't think it's ready for a rate cut. The U.S. economy. I don't know. What do you think, Rico?
It don't need it. I don't see what what's the point. Like right now, inflation is what, like below 2%. They might, because they're trying to keep inflation. The Fed likes to keep inflation around 2%, right?
Yeah.
So here's what they're saying. If the economy is so good and so great, why are not more people are spending their money? Because inflation is so low, it's below 2%. That's their whole excuse for wanting to cut the rates, wanting to get people to spend more of their money. But I don't. It doesn't need it. You know what I'm saying? It only going to hurt the banks. It's going to hurt the banks real bad. It's going to hurt the REITs real bad, because it's going to hurt the banks, because once the Fed lowered their rates, now banks got to lower their rates a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? And then it's cutting into their profits. So I don't know, man. It's just it don't need it. It doesn't need it. And if you go back a couple years ago, every time the Fed cut their rates, the stock market took a plunge. I think the last 2 times that they cut the rates or whatever, every time they jumped the gun, stock market takes a plunge. Look it up.
Yeah. So you don't want the government to lower their rates because you're holding bank stocks. Is that what you're saying?
Money and pump more inflation. We already at 22 trillion or 23 trillion of the national debt, and we only bringing in about 22 trillion in taxes. So every year we're adding $1 trillion to our national debt. Cutting the interest rate, it's just gonna make it worse. So I don't see it. I think, and then unemployment is like really low. Like really, really low. Like everyone right now that wants a job has a job. So I mean, I don't see the reason why they should do that. And Ryan, my man over there, he's a real estate broker or whatever. He can't understand it either. But anyway, that's just my thoughts.
Cool. So we have Chris saying, yeah, that they're gonna keep squeezing revenue per share for a while. He's talking about Facebook. Rate cuts help, I think, though, but yeah, long term it will cause some issues. Definitely, it can definitely help the economy, I think, if they lower the rates, but it's gonna definitely hurt it for the future. I agree with what Chris
I know
said.
the president wants one though. He wants some rate cuts.
Yeah, but you gotta think about it. That's his legacy, though.
Yeah.
That he wants to be able to say, under my administration,
The
stock
highest
was the biggest, the highest, the best stock market ever seen under my administration. The lower cuts rates or whatever, we had this many cuts and this many tax cuts and all that. He wants to make sure he can say that at the end of his presidency. That's the only reason.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh,
Chris says manufacturing another bubble rates. Yeah, another
Ooh,
bubble rates. Yeah,
oof.
yeah.
Well, it's gonna pop, my brother. It's gonna, and when it does, it's gonna look like that Beyond Burger thing when you stick a little needle into it and go because it's all like algae and whatever balloons or whatever they cooking over there. It's gonna pop, man.
That's
It's
interesting.
gonna-
Speaking of like Beyond and all that kind of stuff, so what do you think about the current IPOs that we had like this year? Do you invest in IPOs, anything like that, JMac?
Not really. I mean, at one point I had a little small IPO pie, and I got into because um, I do actually have a little bit of was it work, which is it's funny. Work is Slack, so Slack's the company, but their ticker symbol is work because I use it and I think it's pretty incredible. So I got into a little bit of that IPO. But yeah, no, not really. Obviously, because of most, they obviously don't pay dividends, and then it's super risky. It's super high, um, volatile, way too volatile for my style of investing. But I am a big
Yeah,
proponent
yeah,
because
for sure.
if you've ever have you ever used Slack, Daniel or Jose?
No, I don't even know what that is. What is that?
It's a enterprise messaging system, but it pretty much like a company. You get a URL and you set up your um, you set up a server. Basically, they spin up a server for your company, and you basically don't need email. You can get away with email without using email in a company by using Slack.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Okay, it's like a
Yeah,
messaging for within like a specific company, messaging program
yeah,
for.
enterprise
com-
messaging. Yeah, it's
All
an
right.
enterprise messaging and like content sharing platform. So you can connect, your Google Drive, Dropbox, any other service to it, and you can use it along. You can use it and share all of your content and have all your messages without using email.
Yeah,
So we use it
Sweet, sweet.
at the company I work for. We use it.
that's good.
Cool. That's good. That's good. Yeah. So Adam says, yeah, I use Slack every day. I love it. Ah, that's
There
good
you
to
go.
know.
Yeah.
That's good to
Every,
know.
everyone
So how
everyone who
about
uses.
for
Go ahead.
oh, okay. So Brandon says, JMac, you got it sub for me. Glad to see another investor from the South. He's actually
Right. Right.
from the
Oh,
what is that?
South.
You're not
That's
from
the
the South,
South.
you're from the
Yeah,
South?
Yeah.
yeah.
North
Okay.
Carolina.
North Carolina and South Carolina, they're both in the South.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
It's,
Okay, my
it's a
bad.
Confederate state. It was part of the Confederacy. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, cool. I was about to ask you a question about. Oh, dude, I forgot. I just lost my mind there in thought. But the question was,
We're talking about Beyond Meat.
yeah, beyond me about investing. I like the IPS. Yeah. I just remember. Thank you, Rico. So your portfolio is basically dividend based, but do you have like growth based stocks? For example, Facebook. You said you had Facebook. What other growth based, based stocks do you currently have in your portfolio?
Which one is that for me or for Jose?
Yeah, for both of you guys, but for you, like JMac, we're focusing on you, JMac, because Jose had his shot last
Hey
week.
guys.
But
Leave me
we're
some
just
spotlight, bro. I love me some camera time. I'm like your president. I love it. I love
This is great.
it.
No.
Yeah.
So it's funny because I'm in a transition right now. So my Roth IRA, I had growth a growth pie. I had Amazon, Facebook. I think I had Adobe.
Oh yeah.
Um, I don't know. I think I had 6 or 7 companies. Workday was another one. And I in that same portfolio, I've gotten in and out of a few companies. Like I got in and out of um, what's the name of it? I'm drawing a blank here. The Roku. I'm sorry,
Oh,
Roku.
Roku. Yeah, Roku is very volatile. Yeah.
So I swing traded Roku a little bit, and then yeah, so There's a few, and then Okta, which is another. That's just a enterprise security platform. Um, but yeah, but I do, the thing is, I'm changing my Roth IRA, and but I don't want to talk about it because I'm about to make a video on it. So that's why I'm sort of tongue tied about it, because I'm about to share with my subs.
You man, give us a preview, bro.
Right. Well, there you go. That growth pie is gone, so that's part of it. But I'll I just go with that. I have owned growth stocks in a small portion of my portfolio. I always kept it small. It's not been a focus of mine.
Mm,
All
yeah.
right, cool. Well, that's good. That's good. So Chris says Roku. I love to trade Roku. Yeah, Roku is very volatile. Now it's at like 100, and sometimes it gaps down with Netflix. If Netflix gaps down, like Roku also goes down. But it's
Yeah, but
Feels
interesting
like
how
I
they both kind of.
started investing.
Netflix is gonna keep on sliding, though. I think. I don't
Oh
think it's
man, don't get me started with Netflix, bro. A lot of people like to hate on my Netflix, bro, and I'm here to defend Netflix to the death,
But
man.
they're gonna lose half their content. When Disney,
They're gonna lose some subscribers. That's fine because
not the
uh,
subscribers, I'm saying
they're
losing
gonna lose content. That's fine,
a lot of it.
and
Yeah.
and a lot of people are gonna leave and go to this different platforms, but they always gonna come back to Big Daddy. They're coming back, bro, because Hulu, not Hulu. Netflix is always gonna have older movies, more movies. They're always gonna have their own originals, like Stranger Things, Orange is the New Black, whatever. Just their own originals and stuff like that. They're always gonna have more diversity and more product than this Disney, because Disney's not gonna have what Marvel,
Star
what's
Wars.
the other- Star Wars, and a few originals and stuff like that. But believe me, I mean, a lot of people, what they're gonna do is what I'm gonna do. They're gonna complement their service. So like right now, I got Netflix and Hulu. I'm gonna complement it with some Disney Plus. You know what I'm saying? So, but I don't think it's gonna hurt them that bad. A lot of people are really, really looking down, putting down my Netflix, doubting it, stuff like that. And I'm here to defend it to the death. So that's my opinion about that.
To stay competitive. They're gonna have to drop their prices. That's what I'm saying.
Yes,
Yeah,
I
I
But when
agree.
agree
they
for
do
sure.
that, how's the stock price going to stay up if they're going to have to cut their prices? Because that's the only way they've grown, other than
If they
subscriber
would
growth.
stop,
So subscriber growth is going to shrink, and then they're going to have to drop their
yeah,
prices. So the stock price can stay
I tell you, I tell you the budget strategy. I tell you how. Here's what they're gonna have to do. They need to stop spending $1 million per episode on originals. It don't take no $1 million. Like The Crown and shit like that. You got 10 episodes and $10 million. Like they got to stop doing that kind of crap. You know what I mean? Concentrate on right now. You can make an original with a phone. I can make an original movie or whatever. It's not about the quality or the cinematography or whatever. It's about the content and the script writing and all that. So if they tone it down a little bit and stop going all like crazy with this, and like everyone's got a whole like a stand-up on Netflix. You notice that how everyone's got a stand-up? I think you got a stand-up on
Yeah.
Netflix. Have you checked?
I might have.
Yeah. Yeah, like they need to tone it down a little bit. I don't know who the marketing director is over there or whatever, but they need to like calm down a little bit, concentrate on what they're good at. And what they're good at is knowing the customer and knowing you, because they know you longer than anybody else. You've been with them for years and years and years. They know what you like. They know what you're coming back for. They got all that data. So you just need to personalize a little bit more the experience. And they need to, just tone it down a little bit. Stop trying to, compete with competitors that are not even in the market yet. Who knows? Disney Plus
Yeah,
might be a flop. Who knows? Nobody.
yeah,
You never know.
Yeah, but
So
yeah.
even if Disney Plus flops, Disney still don't flop though, because that's
nah,
that's a small little thing of Disney.
yeah. I'm
Yeah.
just saying, like, I don't see it. And mark my words, today is July 28, 2019. Mark my words, I have total faith in Netflix.
I got you. Yeah.
Cool,
I
cool.
mean, I won't make it
So
100% portfolio. I'll keep it at 2%, but you know what I'm saying?
you're
But
gonna be like what's the deal,
what's the
man?
deal? Robin Hood Warrior, 100% can't trust, baby.
Oh man, you're funny, man. But anyway, JMAC said that an interesting point because they're gonna have some content because the majority of their content might be going down. However, you look at Rico. Rico has a lot of DVDs. I'm sure he's gonna send them to Netflix, so they're
they can turn
definitely
that
gonna.
business back on. They can
Did
turn
you
the
know that
DVD shipping business back on.
Did you know that Netflix still has their DVD service, bro?
Uh-uh.
Did you know that? They still mailing DVDs to people, man. It's only like 100,000 people, but they still have the service, man. The DVD in the mail service. And that's like what, from the early 2000s or something? That's crazy. So,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
yeah, man. Yeah, definitely. So we got a few comments, and I know Amtashi says true. They're giving Eddie Murphy, I think, over $50 million for the stand-up. Wow, that's
You see what I'm
crazy.
saying?
So yeah, that's nuts. So Brand says Netflix originals though, like have you guys seen The Last Kingdom? I think yeah, they have like some pretty good originals right over there, right?
Yes. Very good.
So
Very
what was
good.
that? What was that? Black is the new orange or orange is the new black?
Orange is the New Black, Black Mirror, Stranger Things, The
Okay,
Clown.
cool. Cool. Adam says, yeah, Netflix just released season 1 of a new science fiction original called Another
Mm.
Life. It's absolutely horrible. I couldn't make it through the first episode.
I didn't say they were
Okay,
all
okay.
good.
Okay. I like the science fiction. What was that? It's filmed like in Brazil, but I like that one. I forgot the name of it. I think it was like 100. I'm not sure what it was, but it was pretty cool. Scott Squad says, check out TRNX for me, please. Okay, we'll check it out later on. Just give us a second. But I appreciate it. Thank you, Scott, for joining the live stream. I really appreciate it. Brand says, as long as Netflix has Friends, they'll be all right. But yeah, but they're taking out Friends though.
Yeah,
They're
they leave
taking
it
out
next
Friends
year.
in a few. Yeah, dude. They're taking out Friends, man. That
Bro,
sucks.
to stop being a cheapo and buy the DVDs, bro. I got the Friends DVDs since like 10 years ago, bro. You know what I'm
of course,
saying?
of course you have, man. Look at all the DVDs that you have, bro. You can start your own streaming service with all the DVDs, bro.
Yeah.
As a Netflix has Friends, they'll be all right. I didn't know that. The DVD thing's still alive? Yeah, it's crazy, man. It's
Still
still
alive.
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 Yeah, they're still alive. Through Adam says 3%. That's really. Oh yeah, oh yeah, 3%. That was awesome. I enjoyed that, man. Did you like it, Adam? Dude, like I like that. Do you know what I'm talking about? Uh, Jose, have you seen the 3%? JMac. It was a show on
I
Netflix, man. It
hadn't
was
seen
pretty
that.
I
cool.
have
I
not
like.
seen it. It's on Netflix. Is it awesome?
Yeah. It was about 3%. Yeah, of course it's about 3%, but it's about like it's a science
Okay,
fiction. You probably have yeah.
I'll check it
So
out for
Adam
sure.
said 3%. 3% is a Brazilian dystopia thriller web television series created by Pedro Aguilera. Yes. Awesome, Adam. Yes, it's good. Yeah, I like it. Brandon says, why are they taking off Friends? God, no, what? Rico said, I'll check it out. Yeah,
The
man.
Yeah,
Friends
office.
is going.
Losing the
CBS is
office.
Yeah.
pulling The Office, and France is being pulled by NBC or something like that because all these networks are going to start with their own streaming service. So
Oh, shout out to Derek, man. Derek's thanks for a great stream on this Sunday night, guys. Wow, thanks a lot, Derek. Shout out $5. That's what I'm talking about.
bro, we
Thank
making
you.
you money,
How do we split that, Jose? Right?
bro. Yeah.
Oh
Split that
man.
bad boy 3 ways, bro. Get one of these JMAC.
For sure. But thank you, Derek. I really appreciate it. You also like share the live stream with your subscribers. That was really awesome, man. I really appreciate it. Thanks a lot. Go check out Derek. He does, as I mentioned, he does updates on his 30,000 portfolio. We was talking about Amazon. He bought another Amazon, I know, because he made a video about it. Derek is the 30,000 man. Yes. Yeah. Do you have any shares on Amazon? But I'm also going to drop links for Derek's YouTube channel so you guys can go check it out. But thank you, Derek. I really appreciate it. JMac, do you have Amazons and things like that? Just
Uh,
sub to Derek. Awesome. Yeah, JMac just subscribes to Derek. That's pretty awesome. Cool.
yeah, it was in the growth again. Yeah, I had Amazon, but
Yeah. Okay, and the growth. Yeah, cool.
yeah,
I
no.
How
think
about
Derek will
Rico?
be a
Rico.
very nice guest to have on the live stream
Yeah,
one of these days.
for sure. I
Absolutely.
know, Derek, but Yeah, but he said like on Thursday I invited him, but he said he had to fix up, his computer home setup with his desktop and
Yeah,
stuff
he did.
because yeah, I was
Mhm.
also interested in it because also does like real estate investing, and he had a few property, like one property that he mentioned on the video that he's working on in the Jersey area. So if you we also gonna know about like real estate investing and all of that. Oh, look
Oh,
at
Adam,
that. We got Adam,
man.
man. This
Oh
is
my goodness, you guys are awesome.
collaboration. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot, Adam. That's what's up.
Wow, cool.
Th-
No,
thank you guys. Really appreciate it. Really appreciate it, guys. Adam is a subscriber of JMAC, so that's really awesome.
yeah, yeah,
So he
yeah. He's
probably
in my couch, I think. Yeah.
yeah, thank you so much, Adam. I really appreciate it. Yeah,
Yeah.
props. Damn, Derek, nice sub count, bro. Chris say, yes, he has a lot of subscribers. I really appreciate it, guys. So yeah, as I was saying, I was about to, yeah, the real estate investing thing. So JMac, do you do any kind of like investing besides like stocks? Do you do like real estate? Are you involved in real estate or have you used like do you have like a start? I know you work for a startup company, you mentioned that,
Right.
but
Yeah. No,
do you do the
not at
investing?
present. Not at present. I do actually. I have a RV that I rent out every month, and it's actually a
Mhm.
pretty decent little thing. It's pretty cool. I talked about it on my channel at one time, but I lost like 2 or 3 subs, so I don't talk about it no more.
Oh man,
But
it's a beautiful thing.
it's a passive income stream. I make
Cool.
like I think I made $500 last month, um, renting it out. So and I just put it in my portfolio. So um, yeah, I can make up to probably $1,000. It will be max that I can make renting that thing out.
Wow.
So
That's good
Wow,
money.
pretty
that's
neat.
pretty awesome. That's really awesome. Awesome,
Yeah.
man. Oh, so we have a super chat from Chris, man. That's what's up, joining the party. Thank you so much, Chris. I really appreciate it. Chris was also part of the
Oh,
live stream. I think 2 3 weeks ago. Thanks a lot, Chris, man. I really appreciate it, bro.
God, you really feeding my brother right there, man. He got to eat some ramen noodles, man. You know, that buys a lot of ramen.
my man, my man needs to eat some meat.
Dude, I play a lot of sport.
No,
Not a
you
lot
You
of
got to
actually
sport,
get,
but I only
you're
play like
young, man. Yeah.
yeah.
you got to eat,
Yeah.
bro.
So
You know,
yeah,
your life.
but I play a lot of look at that. Look at that. He's flexing on me, dude. Come on,
You
man.
got to eat, bro.
You're
You know,
come on, man. Of course I gotta eat. I
like
understand that, but man,
what do I always
man.
hey, eat big, leave a giant coffin. That's what I say, bro.
Come on, man. That's what I'm talking about, though, man. But you work out a lot. I know you. Last time before you joined, when you joined the live stream, you were at the gym. You just came back from the gym. I remember that the first call that I had with you. You're just getting back from the gym, all hyped up and stuff, man. Yeah, but for me, I don't work out, man. I play tennis a lot, especially in the Texas weather. It's super hot. You lose a lot of weight, man. But I love tennis, so
That's
I
cool.
have to go out there and play. I have to play. Do you do any kind of sports, JMac though? Do you lift weights or anything like that, or?
I mean, nah. I mean, just regular. I mean, I got some weights and do some curls and stuff, but I don't go to a gym. Yeah.
Cool.
I love the gym.
I need to turn mine too, right? Nah.
Yeah, do some flex, man. Let me see them guns, bro. JMAC guns, bro. They call this one the morgue and this one the cemetery, bro. You know
That's funny.
Come on, man. Come on, Jose, man. You got a lot of experience, like working out, cause you used to be a cop, you used to be in the military, so you jacked up, bro. Like, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
that's what's
started
up.
working out seriously in 2015, man. And what I did was I went down from 176 to 136. Lost like what was that, 40 pounds of fat or whatever. And then I
Oh wow.
realized I just looked like a skinny crackhead, right? So I did it wrong. So now what I'm doing is I'm going back up to like 180. You know what I'm saying? I'm 165 right now. So I'm gonna go up to 180 and I'm eating like everything that moves, man. I'm eating. You know what I'm saying? I'm bulking up, I'm lifting heavy, and at the beginning of the next year, then I'll start cutting back, and start my cut. And now when I lose the 20 pounds of fat, then you'll be able to see some muscle now. You know what I'm saying? That was not there before. So
Yeah, build a frame up, right?
That
yeah. So,
Sweet.
Yeah, that's what's up. That's what's up, man. That's really awesome. Like for me, like I try to gain a lot of weight, but I'm an ectomorph. You know, if you guys know what that means. Even if I eat a lot of food and stuff, it's just really hard for me to actually put on weight.
Mm.
So I just don't care. You know, if I run a lot or play a lot of tennis or whatever.
You're still young.
So
Wait until your metabolism slows down a little bit. You're still young.
Mario's up in
cool,
there.
cool, cool.
What's up, Mario?
Oh
Oh,
snap, son!
oh, Mario just joined, man. All right, late, but I'm here. Yeah, yeah. Mario commented on Instagram because I tried to promote live stream on Instagram. He said he wanted to be on, man. What about Mario?
Mario's on the come up, man. He's a young investor. He's a good dude. He's in the community too.
Entrepreneur, bro.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
all over the community. Somebody, yeah, sub him too. Check out Mario's YouTube channel. He's up and coming young man.
Yeah, for sure. He's Generation Z, man. He's up and coming from the new generation.
They
He's
already on
flexing
the
on the.
damn.
Yeah, yeah,
Letter
yeah.
C already?
Huh?
Damn. They're gonna start doubling up like double A, double B.
Yeah, but we had an awesome live stream last week with Mario, and he's thanks guys. Yeah, he's a dividend investor, and he
Okay.
updates. You know, he's more into he likes Abby a lot, Abby stock, but he's still having mixed feelings about that stock. You know, but he makes updates about his 50K dividend portfolio stock every week. Now it's up to 17K. He has a business. He's an entrepreneur, man. Follow him on Instagram. Also follow him on his YouTube channel. He also posts like inspirational, you know, videos about trying to motivate people. You know what I'm saying? Especially the young people, the young entrepreneurs that
Yes.
are coming up.
Yeah.
He
Hey,
shares his wisdom, man.
with that being said, guys, make sure you tune in next week. With that being said, you just gotta, keep buying the Abby. With that being said, he said that with that being said all the time.
Stop picking on Mike.
How
Hey,
many
look.
times he said that being said on this video, you'll be drunk and play that drinking game.
Oh god, dude.
Hey
That's
man,
funny,
look.
man.
Hey guys, I gotta go. I appreciate you guys having me on the live stream tonight. It's
No
been a
doubt.
pleasure. Thank you, Daniel.
Oh, awesome, awesome. Thank you, Jason McDowell. I really appreciate it. And if you want to do like at the end of the year, we basically planned up to have everybody on again, so we can talk about revisit what's like the year been and all of that. So it'll be awesome to have you back on again. And also thank you for participating, taking your time. I know you're busy. You have kids. You have 2 kids. So just one more time, just if you guys don't have JMAC Investing, go to his YouTube channel. I'm going to drop his link, and you can just go and check out, follow his YouTube channel. Yeah. So thanks a lot. I really appreciate it. Really, really.
All
And
right.
thank you,
Yeah.
Rico, for suggesting JMac to be part of the live stream, for
Appreciate it, Jose.
suggesting him.
Appreciate it,
That's why
Daniel.
he's on. Yeah, that's why he's on, man, because he recommended, JMac to be on. So that's what's up.
My
So
man.
yeah, yeah.
All right. Thanks,
All right.
everybody.
Good night,
All
Deuces.
right. All right. Thank you. Have a great night.
brother.
Yeah, so yeah, it's gonna be me and you, man. Just
Me and you, bro, like
yeah.
old times. Baby.
Yeah,
Like
like old times, dude. Yeah, that's Mario. Yeah, he's pumping Abby a lot, man. He's pumping Abby.
yes, yes. And he's smart. He's averaging down on Abby.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's
I'm
why
pretty.
he's gonna buy off like once what they got allergen now. So
Yeah,
once allergen comes out with them drugs or whatever next year that they secure the rights for, Abby gonna go straight off the roof. They just a lot of investors were a little skeptical about it because they had to spend what, like billions of dollars buying allergen. I don't know how many billions. So
yeah. For sure. Yeah, yeah. So JMax says, thanks to everyone. Yeah, awesome, man. Thanks for being part of the live stream. We really appreciate it. So
that's a
Mario,
good guy.
yeah,
People.
yeah. Mario said, I just woke up, guys. Thought you guys would have ended by now. Oh, you know how we do it, baby. You know how we do it. I want to see 100
Ah,
with Abby. Okay,
all night,
this
bro.
time. Yeah. I want to see 100 with Abby. Yeah, for sure. I think because based on what I saw from your videos, I don't usually follow Abby. Like I don't do my research on it, but I'm not sure. Maybe you're trying to pump it or not. But based on the data that you provided, it looks like there's an opportunity for it for the company to have an upside potential. But your opinion is biased since you're holding the stock, so it's kind of important to do your individual analysis of the stock. But the Mario is bullish on Avi
Well, tomorrow I'll
yeah,
have
for sure.
episode 4 of Why We Buy, a brand new series that I started on my channel. And I actually asked you guys to leave me a comment on my last video, which company you guys want to see. Because the way I do it, baby, I go through the income statement, I go through
Yeah.
their cash flow statement, I go through their balance sheet, I go through their 5 year, chart, like value, the stock value. I go through all of that. So let me know, you guys, what you guys want to see, Avi. I'll do it tomorrow, episode 4. Why we buy? Tune in, Rico Suave.
Dude, that's a good plug-in, man. Shout out to Rico Jose, man. You took an opportunity and then you capitalized, man. Since we're talking about Abby. Mario said, tomorrow I'll have episode 2 of Motivational Monday. Hell yeah, man. Yeah,
There
you
you go.
know what? I'm just
You guys want
I'm
to see
interested
Abby?
in that.
Then Abby it is. And you know what? I'll research really good for you guys, and I'll show you like the IPO. If I can find their IPO video, I do that too.
Yeah.
And now Abby's, it's kind of old, so I might not be able to find that because, but I try to find a video that summarizes like what the company's all about, like I did with Alibaba and waste management. So if I can, you'll see, guys. You tune in tomorrow night, Rico Suave.
Awesome, awesome, man. We'll definitely check it out. So if you guys want to see Avi, just drop to type it in the comments in the chat and see if you
Yeah,
want to
let me
see
know.
Avi or if you have yeah, if you have any other stock that you want to see. That would be awesome. So Shane from Satisfying MSG said, hire this man. Of course, Jose is always hired, man. As an
Shane, man,
announcer.
we go to Vegas, Shane, next
Yes.
month.
We go to Vegas, baby. But Shane,
We're gonna do a
speaking of
Q and A from Vegas once I hit 1,000 subscribers.
that's what's up, baby. That's what's up. That's what I'm talking about. I'm going to marry Abby. That's what it sounds like, Mario. Since you're always talking about it, like you wake up, you're tired, you're talking about Abby. You got back from work, you're supposed to go to bed. You turn on your camera on. You say you talk about guys. Abby is his best.
Abby.
Abby is his talk to buy, man. He's always talking about Abby, man. But anyway, I was about to say Shane. Shane is he's working. He's unavailable like Thursdays on Sunday, but he's gonna be he's gonna be on the live stream when he gets the opportunity to
Oh, cool.
be free.
Okay.
So expect Shane and anybody. I know Derek is fixing up his setup. It would be awesome to be on. I know Brandon. Brandon wanted to do it. Brandon was supposed to be on the live stream a few weeks, I think 2 weeks ago before Mario, but he said he was busy. He was supposed to get up from work at 3 a.m. in the morning. So he didn't want to, he wanted to reschedule. So Brandon, if you want to be on the live stream, just let me know, man. I know if you're on the live stream, just drop a comment too. And if you want to be on the list, yeah. Anybody that wants to be, I want to see like a female, man. I want to see if I'm Tasha, if she's watching, man. I want to see if
Absolutely.
she
Yeah.
wants to be on the live stream. That would be
Arvabel.
awesome because
So,
I don't think she's subscribed to the channel, man. I'm not sure. You
uh,
what? You like Abreville, man? What the
hey,
Rico?
hey, it's okay to have a little, community crush in the financial, YouTube community. It's okay to have a little crush. It's just a little high,
Jose,
a little
man.
high school crush.
Okay, are you even subscribed to her channel? Do you even comment on her videos, dude?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Oh, okay,
Absolutely.
cool. Of course you would, man. But but yeah, I'm Tasha says, cool. That'd be awesome, man. Tasha, man. You'll be ladies
Kevin.
first. If you want it, okay, I have you on Instagram, and I'll definitely message you on Instagram and we can set it up. And I'm Tasha can definitely walk us through about her journey. I know she's not an investor, but she talks a lot about like student debt and things like that. And I know No Debt Beloved is he talks about debt and all that. It'll be an interesting topic to talk about, definitely. So it'll be awesome to have her and Shane and Adventures with us is laughing. Right. Yo, I've been doing a lot of overtime, but I'm free this week. Awesome, bro. Like Brandon, that's what's up, man. If you're free, we're gonna
Brand,
talk
you
honestly.
come from the woods, bro. You got to be like indoors and shit. You know, we don't want we don't want a bear to attack you in the middle of the live stream. We got to cut it short.
Bro, yeah, the Brandon man. I'll definitely want to talk to Brandon because he's really, really interesting. He was talking about like from the woods. He's from Kentucky, and he's been working. He got a new job, so he's definitely gonna talk to. He's gonna have a lot of information to tell us about his journey to investing, starting dividend investing, and all of that. And his videos are like super interesting. So we got Perry in the house. Thank you for joining the live stream, Perry. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Adventure says, yeah, student then talk. Awesome. Yeah, I'm Tasha. She talks about that. Check out her channel. She made a video about it today. Also, I checked it out about the current political, atmosphere about student loan forgiveness and all of that. So that was an interesting video.
That is the only type
Student
of
loan.
debt that you cannot write off, and you cannot file for bankruptcy on that student loan debt. Can you believe that?
Yeah, that's amazing. Let me ask you a question, Rico. I know
Yeah.
Jose. Okay, so let me ask you a question. Should I call you Jose or Rico? Which one do you
No,
want?
it's my name. RicoSuave is just the name of the channel. I thought,
Okay.
I don't
Which
know.
one do you prefer? Which
No,
one do you prefer for me to call you? Like Jose or
Jose. Yeah.
okay, Jose. So I know you have a master's degree now. So how did you do? You don't have any student loan debt or anything like that. How did you went through to get your master's degree
All right,
without
listen.
getting involved? Okay,
All right, listen up, kids. If you want free college, join the army. You know,
to the
you
army,
don't have,
right?
you don't
Yeah.
have to do 20 years like I did. All you got to do is 4 and get the heck out and get your GI Bill. They will pay up to your master's degree. Now, if you want a
Nice.
doctorate like I do, you're gonna have to save $40,000 to finish that. But
Oh, nice. So that's sweet. So you up until your master's degree, the government that using the GI Bill actually funded your education. That's really awesome.
sure,
Awesome. So do you have plans to go to make your PhD? That's really awesome. You're gonna
I'm
become a
already
doctor, bro.
I'm already looking at
Huh?
the curriculum and everything, man. I already priced it out. It's gonna be about 40 grand.
That's what's up. We're gonna call you Dr. Jose, baby. Dr. Jose in the house. That's what's up.
Dr. Rivera.
Okay, Dr. Rivera. Okay,
Yeah.
cool. I like that. What are you gonna get your doctorates in?
Oh, it's gonna be in the business management.
Okay, cool. That's awesome.
So
That's
I'm gonna
awesome,
be a
man.
PhD. It's not gonna be an MD, you know.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, I know, but probably if you have a doctorate degree, you're gonna be called a doctor. But yeah,
Oh
either
yeah,
way,
yeah.
yeah,
You
yeah,
earned that.
yeah, for
So
sure. So Mario said, "Haha, I dropped out of the third week of college." Okay, all right, Mario.
yeah, we know.
Okay, so I'm Tasha Rico Suave. What is your master's in? I think he was in.
Yes. Our master's is in business management with a marketing specialization.
Nice. So you want to get your doctorate in business management. So Mario
Yeah.
says, then in November, I went full time entrepreneur. My mom forced me, Mario, and then in November, I went full time entrepreneurial.
Yeah.
Dang, that's crazy. Hey, I'm Tasha. I also saw Tasha's video today. She also has a master's degree, and I wonder what that was. What did you get your master's in degree in, Tasha? I'm Tasha. I think she did it in. I'm not sure what specific major that she did, but she has a master's degree, but I forgot what it was. Maybe she
Very
mentioned
cool.
it on the video.
I tell people, if you got money to invest, first you should invest in yourself and your education and stuff like that, because that's something that nobody can take away, no matter what.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Unless you get dementia and then you forget everything, but not much you can do about
Yeah.
that. But invest in yourself. You only got one body, take care of it. You know, go to the gym, invest in your health, invest in your education, in your brain, and then invest in your stocks and stuff like that. So
Yes, for sure. That's what I'm talking about. Chris said, Daydreaming with Chris says, UAW paid for my bachelor's. I think maybe he has a scholarship, I think. Is that what you're trying to say? UWA? I think so. But Tasha said, and healthcare administration. Awesome. You got a master's in healthcare administration. That's pretty cool.
there you
Mario
go.
said,
There you
yeah, respect to everyone who did go to college. No shame in education. Yeah, of course, man. If you're educated, that's awesome. Education is not gonna hurt. As Rico
Yeah.
just said, I mean, Jose said, that's the best investment you can have. If you can do is invest in yourself, educating yourself, empowering yourself, and
Mhm.
expanding your knowledge. Your knowledge bases around
Yeah, because nobody can
what
take
you.
that away from you. Once you get my bachelor's degree, once you get your master's degree, once you get the PhD, nobody can take that away from you.
Yeah, for sure. I know. I know Chris when he was. I'm not sure if you mentioned it on the interview, but he's an engineer. He had a finance degree, but he's also an engineer. But he works as
Very,
engineering. He says
very nice.
working on a assembly line and going to school at the same time. So glad that part of my life is over. Cool, cool, man. That's
Yeah.
awesome. It's awesome, man. You
Yeah,
kept
and you don't
hustling,
have
and
to go to
then
school full time. And what I do is, you see, when I first started, guys, you actually have to go to a classroom and you have to open a book and you have to listen to a teacher and stuff like that. Nowadays, you just get on the computer and they have a user interface. It looks just like Facebook, and you got your discussion areas, you got your assignment areas, you got your little tabs or whatever, and it's just like you go to school online and just get it done online. That's what I'm doing. I'm not My degree's with the University of Maryland, and I'm not. I've been in Maryland a couple times, so
nice, sweet. Yeah, definitely. Online, the internet changed everything. You can educate yourself through college, through YouTube. You can do it anywhere you want. But if you take a course, you can do it online too, which is an awesome opportunity for people that work or have jobs or entrepreneurs. Even Mario, man, or becoming a new entrepreneur. Yeah, Mario, you can take an even class if you don't like going to school. You can just take an online class, one
mhm.
class that you're interested in. You don't have to take specifically just a curriculum. You can just take like one class just to be in college. You get the feel of it instead of just like completely dropping off. But hey, but that's just
He
that's just
likes my
thought.
shirt. Maybe I put it on a giveaway.
Yeah, Jose's sure. Yeah, I know. That's what I said when I first saw him, man. He said, "Oh, yeah, okay. I have to stop so you can be on the screen so I can read it."
I can go down to the Five Below store down the road and get like a couple of these shirts, guys, if you want, and then I can have it on my next giveaway.
That's what's up. It says, I know, I'm awesome. Yes, Jose, you're awesome, man. We know that. We know that. Okay. I'm Tasha says, I got my MBA online. That's
Right.
what's up, Tasha. That's what I'm talking about. So Brandon says, no college for me, blue collar till I'm full-time investor. That's what I'm talking about. Because I remember on your one of your videos, you mentioned that you're planning to go to school maybe in your 30s or when you're like in your 30s or 32 or 31. I remember that you mentioned that in one of your videos. So Shane says, infinite online courses for everything. I agree. There's a lot of courses. You can learn anything you want online. I actually got a job, making websites and all that kind of stuff just by watching YouTube videos and all that. Mario says MBA equals massive bank account. That's what's up, Mario. No, it actually stands for what's that? MBA? What does it stand for? Masters in Business Administration, baby. That's what it stands for. But for entrepreneurs like Mario, it stands for massive bank accounts, baby. That's what's up. Rico's father. I would like one of those shirts.
There you
Yes. So you should mail it. You should mail it to Tasha, man. If she wins, instead of the hat, instead of the DVD, man.
go. Yeah.
You
Well,
should
this
mail
month
her that shirt.
DVD, next month, it could be the shirt. Month after that could be whatever, what I'm saying. So I'm gonna keep you guys surprised and coming back to the channel because I love you, all of you guys. I want you to grow with me and have fun and all that. So
Yeah, for sure, man. Because I let me ask you a question because I know there's someone just like walked past you like while we were doing an interview with JMac.
yes,
Who was that, bro? Was that your
that's
son or?
my youngest son. His name is Trevor. He's 13. Trevor, want to say hi? He's my young one. Get up so you can see.
Yo, what's up, man? How's it going, Trevor? How's
Yeah,
it?
my young
Yeah,
one. He's
say something to
we
the crowd.
stand up, stand up, stand up. Go ahead, stand up. Come behind me and then crush down. There you go. Now say something to the crowd right there, of the family of investors.
Subscribe to Rico Suave
Oh
Investing on
my
YouTube.
god.
That's what's up. That's what's up, man. That's what's up.
I got him on telling all his friends it's cool to subscribe, right?
Yes, yes. They should start investing at a very small age. I mean, a very young age. Do you
Mhm.
have like Roth IRA like investing stuff set up for him or?
Yes, I got my M1 Finance Roth IRA. It's like I was telling him, it's gonna when I down in the ground pushing up daisies, that stuff is gonna go to him and his brother, so
That's cool, cool. I know the older one is like he's 20, right? Or
he
18?
lives in Germany. 6 feet
Uh,
tall.
wow, 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 man. That's Probably
Rico.
plays Jose. So we got now I'm Tasha. You learned it from the best, man. That's what Tasha said. That's what's up. Brandon says, "Holy hell, it's Rico's mini." Yeah. Shane says, there we go. We might be the same age." Mario.
Oh shoot! Yeah, my oldest son is the same age as Mario. That's crazy, eh?
No, no, but Mario's not the 18, man. Mario is 18.
Oh,
I think Mario's 17. He's lying on his videos, man. He say
yeah,
he's 19.
19. Yeah, so he's 1 year younger than my oldest son.
Cool,
Yeah,
cool, cool.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm just playing Mario. I know you're not lying, but I remember I watched your older videos and you said you're 16, and then on your next video you said you're 19.
Yeah, he
No,
19, he 19.
no, I'm just
But
playing.
you gotta be 18 to have a Robinhood account,
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
you know?
yeah. You need to be 18 to
So
have a Robinhood account. Yes, for sure. I'll just play with you, Mario. I'll just play. I'm just joking, man. It's 19. It's
all right.
19,
So
man.
this became like an educational channel real quick about education, didn't it? Let's talk about
Yeah,
some little stocks.
yeah, yeah. That's what your shout
Hey,
outs.
tomorrow
Yeah,
that
yeah,
we got NRZ and we got a few other companies announcing earnings next week. So, and what's
yeah.
going to happen is, man, especially with NRC, a lot of people are going to be dumping it right before they announce earnings because they're not uh, confident that the earnings are going to be good. So they're going to be dumping it right before, tomorrow, right before Tuesday. And they're going to wait to see their EPS. And then they're either going to jump back in or stay out.
Nice, nice. So that's why you have a plan for it, which I like about that.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
So,
You have solid plan for it. Yeah. So I talked about buying my Camaro. But yeah, speaking about the earnings that you just mentioned, I know Apple AMD is having earnings next
mhm,
week. I know Kevin made a video about his
yeah,
portfolio update. And that was one of the stuff that I mentioned because next week's going to be volatile. Also have like a
yes,
meeting with China and things like that. So it's going to be extremely volatile in the market. So there's going to be
extremely.
yeah, yeah, swings in your
You got a weak
portfolio.
stomach? Yeah.
I talked
If you got a
about
weak stomach, don't watch.
yeah, 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 yeah. That's it. Weak stomach. Yeah, yeah. Sometimes like it's important to just like buy a whole and just like forget about it and just watch it after all the stuff is done, all the news is gone and after the news is digested in the markets and all of it, then you can just kind of like get back to what you're doing, just checking and managing your portfolio. I talk about buying my Camaro at 16. That's why Mario forgot his age. He's busy making money. Whoa.
Hashtag
Shane
one.
just said, yeah, man. Mario's making money, man. With his business, always hustling, always contacting his customers on Instagram. It's really
Yeah.
inspiring for anybody that has a business. Tasha says, I'm going to bed. Yo, have a great night. Thank you. It's about to be 11 o'clock. It's at 10:58. We finish at 11 o'clock. But thank you everybody for joining. Thank you, Tasha. We definitely talk on Instagram, and you can be on the live stream, and then you're gonna walk us through about like student debt and all that stuff that's going on. We can definitely have a Q&A about that. It would be awesome to have you. Also, Brandon, I'm gonna hit you up, and thank you for the super chat. Also, Derek, if you're still watching. I appreciate that. Shout out to Day Trading with Chris also, and shout out to Adam. Shout out to JMAC. Shout out to everybody, man.
Yeah.
Thanks. Shout out to Rico, Jose for being awesome as always. And that's why I'm just up with a nap. But everybody, thank you, man. Thanks. I really appreciate it for everybody for joining the live stream. We had a really awesome time today. And Mario, I'm checking out your channel. Satisfying. Awesome. Everybody, just make sure if you don't have each other's channel, the majority of people are here are content creators. So just go on their channel. Make sure you comment on their videos if you actually saw the video, so that they'll let them know that
Yeah.
you actually visited their channel.
Chris says there's a
So that'll be awesome.
Sunday night stream
Yeah.
part of my routine. Chris says.
Yeah, your Sunday night stream are part of my routine now. That's what's up. Shout out to Chris, man. Thank you,
Nice.
Chris. I really thank you for the freaking what do you call it? The super chat too, man. I appreciate it, Chris. And Brandon, great live stream, guys. I appreciate it, Brandon. Thank you
Brand
for
also
Jose. Thank you for everybody for showing up. Thank you for Jose. He just came straight from his busy schedule to be on the live stream, and also JMac also for for joining the live stream, for
Amigo,
making
I'm
it
here.
possible. So yeah, it's 11 o'clock, guys, and I'll contact you, everybody. For everybody that's interested to be on the live stream, I'll hit you up on Instagram so you can be part of the live stream. And if you don't follow me on Instagram, you can just there's a link in the description. You can just message me there, or you can just email me on my email address. So also shout out to Kevin, Adventures and Us Investing and Fire Movement, baby. Derek, that's what's up. Great stream tonight, guys. Thanks, Derek.
Kevin,
Derek, that's what's up.
Kevin's gonna have to like put me in contact with Alphaville, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how he swing that, but, you know.
Man, Jose is really into that. That what's her name? Abravel. It's into Abravel. Okay, man, we'll make it happen, man. Once you hit like 1K, we'll definitely set up something for you, man.
Yeah, I gotta start doing live
With,
stream stuff like that so I can,
yeah,
help you guys as well.
she can take my spot. If you start doing live stream, she'll be the first guest. I don't want to be all the guests. You can invite her to be.
Yeah.
I want
Hey,
to
we can
see
double
that.
date. We can double date, Kevin.
Kevin said,
After
Derek,
what
but thank you.
Suave, you know.
Yeah, yeah. Thank you, guys. I just asked on Instagram. Oh, okay. So he's telling you how he did it. You just asked her on Instagram. Yeah, but Rico doesn't have Instagram, so that's the thing. So
uh,
Rico is still not interested. Yeah, he doesn't
I,
want. Yeah.
just so guys, what I'm gonna do is once the channel hits 1,000 subscribers, I'm gonna go ahead and make a Facebook page, an Instagram page, Snapchat, all the goodies, Twitter, everything. All right.
Yes. Yes, for sure. He's gonna do that on
Kevin's,
Instagram. But hey, man,
yeah.
double day for sure, man. For Jose and the Abervale lady from that channel. So, yo, guys, but thanks a lot. But I'll definitely contact. What? What are you gonna say?
I hear about it. My crush.
Yeah, her finance niche crush is Abervale Jose. So shout out to anybody that wants to, hit up Abervale. You have to go through Jose because he, he's the first one that
I
has a crush on her. Okay.
call dips. Is that what it is? I call dips.
Okay, guys. Yeah, but yeah, guys. But thanks a lot, guys. So I'll hit you guys on Instagram for anybody that wants to be on the live stream. Also, Derek, everybody, thanks a lot. And Rico, any final words? Rico Suave, any plugins, your upcoming videos, your DVDs that you were giving out? Okay.
Tomorrow night for a deep analysis of Avi on my Why We Buy episode 4. It should be out tomorrow night sometime, between 7, 8 o'clock at night. So make sure you hit that notification bell so you can be the first one out there and you can check it out. Okay. Also, I want to say, I appreciate you guys' support. Much love. If you want to contact me at any time, at any moment, any day, anytime, it doesn't matter. I'm here for you. Go into my about section of my channel. You'll see my email there. It's called RicoSuaveInvesting@gmail.com. And I will get back to you right away. I love you guys. Keep grinding.
Cool. Last message from Mario said, "This ain't Tinder, man." He's telling you this ain't Tinder. This is YouTube. Okay.
And I
Okay.
will,
So they.
Chris, I will go Nextera eventually as well. I got to look into it.
Cool. So check out Nextera too when you can. Okay, yeah, for Rico. So yeah, but thanks, guys. Appreciate it. So I guess we just have to close it. So thank you, guys. Have a great night. Have a wonderful night, guys. Peace out. Thank you.